Behold!
Or don't. Run while you can. I'm ruining Dave's intro.
Behold or don't.
Well, that's true. There's only two positions on this topic. Either you're watching or you're not. So there it is. We've represented both sides of the coin.
Something for everyone.
100% of the audience is now engaged. Welcome back to Insert Coin, episode 13. I'm Kadave, and I'm sort of steering the ship a little bit. I'm like that guy in a storm hanging mercilessly onto the rudder that has tied himself to the boat to not drown. And it's so much fun. To my left.
Hi everyone, I am Nick. I'm playing Danny
Alonso.
Thank you. And this is Tales from the Loop, and I am the rocker.
Beep boop,
Not-
beep beep boop boop beep beep boop.
Nailed it.
Correct.
Exactly.
Translation, I'm Jason, and I'm playing Crash, the jock, who turns out, well, there's a big spoiler coming if you're not caught up, which is, this is a weird place to cut in. But turns out my character was the robot the whole time.
What?
And,
Bum, bum, bum.
So he's the Robo-Jock.
I saw that movie.
I love it. It's very good.
How did we miss that?
I just worked that out in the instant that it was coming out of my mouth,
Yeah,
and I'm really happy about it.
I like it. It needs a sequel.
Yeah.
And I'm Sam. I play Cassie Abrams, who is the computer geek and a fan of robots.
In the ship analogy, I'm Dracula down in the hold and I'm eating all the rest of the passengers. But in the game, I'm playing Midge, who's a weirdo. Also, I'm Mac Beauvais. I didn't say that part because I just don't care. You should probably know who I am by now because I've ruined every game I've been in.
This one's not ruined yet, so you fail.
I'm working on it.
Oh, well.
Try harder.
There are so
I've
many
been,
Slack messages
I've been
you don't know
setting up
about.
the fucking dominoes. So many goddamn dominoes. Just waiting to flick them over and just ruin everything.
Waffles has been very busy.
So busy. You thought that the speak and spell was gone? Wrong.
Bum bum bum.
Literally, Waffles has robbed all of you.
Also, Waffles is a robot.
Yeah. Now he's
Oh my God!
Robo-rat.
Now he's my rat.
No, unacceptable. I'm going to send Waffles to reprogram you.
Oh no.
Horrifying.
Dissension in the ranks.
That's horrendous.
All right. So before we get to the recap, the one thing I really do want to mention up front is some of you on Twitter may have seen my tweet about the game today that we're coming up to the end of the first arc on this game. And so
More ship references.
Yes. So we're coming. We're either tonight or perhaps we'll do another episode, like a special schedule episode, to finish up stuff. But we're right up to the end of this volume of Insert Coin. I've had a super fun time playing, and I'd love to come back and play in this world some more because I think it's awesome.
I have not, and I hate everything about this show.
Cool. I like having dynamic contrast at the table. So thanks.
That's all you have. That's literally all you have is dynamic contrasts.
Yeah. So do not despair if you're having a really fun time listening. I'm sure we'll be back at some point because this has been awesome. But as always, we cycle to new and different things coming up. So there's a sort of big surprise thing that I've been working on that I'll announce when I feel like I'm not going to totally screw it up.
So we'll never know.
Yes, the internet will never know. We'll go back to the days of me having to start every game that I've run with, here's what I fucked up last time.
Just roll with it.
Yeah, that's what we do, and it's fun. But anyway, before we do the recap, we need to think back You and me, Danny Alonso. The time before time, when last you were here,
Yes.
I owe you a set of questions.
Oh, okay. Great.
So you were here for that episode.
Yeah.
Give yourself a point.
Yeah. Whichever episode that was.
Success.
Yeah.
I was here.
Nailed it.
Number 2, I'm sure you were in trouble because of your relationships or your problems.
Yes.
That one's kind of become
that
a
was
default.
the week I wasn't here.
Yes.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you wanted, that might be the hook.
Yeah.
We had the fake kid.
Remember
Yeah.
what happened? Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not fake. He's
Yeah.
Canadian. There's
Well,
a difference.
What is
He's-
the difference?
He's mythological, not fake.
It was the conclusion
Also not
of,
true.
Potato, potato.
the conclusion of the rescue of Cassie from
Yes.
the
Yes.
facility.
Yes. Yes, I remember.
And number 3, did you use or struggle with your pride?
I will just say no,
Okay.
because that's easier. Oh, I am
number-
shedding. I apologize, everyone.
Number 4, did you put yourself at risk for the other kids?
Almost certainly, because we were inside a weird, creepy military base, and we were all at risk.
That's the
for each
one where
other.
you did a lot of hysterics.
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
That's true.
So much crying
I
I've had.
cried for the team.
Yes.
Awesome.
And then number 5, have you learned something new?
At that point, we learned we already knew that Crash was a robot, and
I told you about the soldier outbreak, so yes.
yes. Hey, thank
Oh
you.
yeah, that was the
Also,
that was the
Horrible
one.
Peter's locked up. Hopefully, still.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Forever.
right. That's true.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
horrible.
Hopefully for forever.
That's true. So I think that is going to go into probably charm, because that was my biggest contribution was
The Festival of Tears.
yes, the Festival of Tears, as it
Acting.
will be known.
Future Calculon over here.
Genius.
You're slowly going to replace all your friends with robots.
It says she
Yes.
doesn't already.
The rest of you don't get questions because we did it at the end of last session.
Yep.
So, haha.
We did. I even wrote it down.
Nice.
I
So,
leveled up.
speaking of things you wrote down,
Yes.
let's talk about what happened.
What happened? Let's read my letter to Francois. Bonsoir, Francois. Crash had gone back to the office with his dad, who sighed, sat down, and told Crash he knew that he knows. His parents did what they did because they didn't want to lose him. The original Crash is dead, but they do love him very much. Crash asked him some questions like, why do I still get hungry? And Mr. Clay explained stuff, and that they need to keep Crash's robot existence a secret. A rival company is trying to build soldier bots, and the Clays are worried people would try to kidnap Crash. He asked his dad to be honest with him, and Mr. Clay said that they could start teaching him how his robot brain and body works. Midge and I woke up to her house smelling like bacon and coffee.
Brain and Body Works. Is that where you were going
So,
with that?
what's happening to my body?
Yeah, it's a very
That's
different
also- that's also good.
conversation.
Yeah. That is the 8mm film you're going to have to watch in class very soon.
I climbed out the window to knock on the door and saw my dad in the backyard hosing down the horrific mess.
Ugh.
And the phone was ringing. It was Crash calling, looking for me, but I wanted breakfast first. Midge got downstairs and found her dad, giving it his all making breakfast. Some of the bacon looked okay, and he had a massive pan of eggs going. She said he took today off of work and wanted to try and make breakfast like a family. She offered to help, much to his relief. I rang the doorbell and Midge answered. Mr. Johansson said I could stay for breakfast. I tried to help. It was a mess. The phone rang and Mr. Johansson answered it. It was Crash, who asked for Midge and then hung up. Midge told her dad we'd go check on him after breakfast.
I forget why I hung up.
Because the
You
adult
had this
answered and
mental freak out about, oh, my friend didn't answer the phone.
Oh, yeah.
I thanked him and told him the breakfast was really good. He asked if everything was okay at my house, and I told him my dad was doing yard work. We were both very confused. He gave us a Tupperware of bacon to take to Crash and offered to go help my dad with stuff. We biked over to Crash's house to check in on him. Midge knocked, and Mrs. Clay answered. She let us in with our tub of bacon and called Crash, who burst out of his room and waved us up. He showed us his charger bed station. His dad knows that we know, and also that we shouldn't tell anyone. We talked about all the weird things going on and whether anything is related. Crash was worried that Danny won't like him anymore, and also doesn't like the idea of the other robots being trapped. He agreed to ask his dad about the other robot place, under the guise that I wanted to do an internship. That worked out well.
That went real well.
The other company is called Unified Technology, like the the UT van we saw. We looked in the phone book for the UT address and made plans for a field trip. As we were leaving, Mrs. Clay asked Crash if he drove her home yesterday. He told her he didn't know how to drive. Crash grabbed some baseball stuff and some binoculars. We all put on hats to go incognito. As we crossed through the center of town, we saw a bunch of kids crowded around the windows at the arcade. Inside, we saw an older kid, maybe adult, in a bomber jacket at the Galaga game. Midge boosted me up to see. I recognized him as the guy who was walking his dog after Crash kicked that guy in the nards. Also, he's probably that new world record holder that moved to town. Crash said he thought he could beat him. We biked onward to the facility. Passing the diner, we saw it was closed and hoped Danny was just having a family day. We made it to the facility and decided to make a loop around it. At the front, there was a guard shack with a guy in it watching a small TV. He didn't notice us. Zoom tight. There were a bunch of cars in the lot, and I recognized a couple of the cars from the neighborhood. The building has a big loading dock on one side, the second side has a bunch of roll-up big doors, and then there's the main entrance. It looks like 2 stories tall, or a very large warehouse. The second floor had windows that looked into some executive offices, and around the back the fence extended pretty far, like a half mile, and there was some stuff in the distance. Midge noticed a lot of tracks in the fenced area. It looked like a practice area. And there was a spot of the fence that looked super new. Midge reluctantly suggested that we knock a baseball over the fence as an excuse to be over there. Crash hit a ball and landed it in exactly the right spot. We ran over to the new fencing. A whole section had been replaced, and one of the poles. The back of the building was just a big hangar door. Crash noticed a guard coming our way. He had a big key ring and a generic-looking badge, a mag light, flashlight, some other things, but no gun. The guy came over and Crash asked him to throw us the ball, which he did, and asked us to move away from the fence. As he walked away, I asked Crash if we could use the bathroom. So he yelled over to Mr. Carruthers, the guard, who agreed to let us in. The board TV guy let us in and told us to go straight to the main door. A lady buzzed us into the first door, and we all went in. Then she buzzed us into the second one. Desk lady gave us some visitor badges and told us the bathroom was down the right hall past the conference room. Through the glass window, we saw a big table and some media carts. The other doors were all wooden and had numbers for labels. We went in to use the bathroom, and Midge let Waffles into the air vent to fetch some papers. After a few minutes, Waffles brought back a memo about a test coming up on Tuesday. They needed models 1 through 10 ready for demonstration. We decided to tell Dav and also Crash after we got out of there. Meanwhile, Crash washed his hands in the sink by the door. He tried to robot Hulk it, but failed. He came out to the lobby and talked to Desk Lady. She's worked there a couple of years. We gave back the badges and headed out. Outside, we heard the air conditioning really loud, like way too loud for the size of this facility. Crash noticed the Scott family car in the parking lot. We biked away and told Crash about the demonstration. He suggested we try to steal Mr. Scott's badge. I suggested we make friends with Emily Scott and give the badge to Dav to help him break out his robot comrades. We went back to Midge's house to get the transmitter. She stayed to hang out with Mr. Johansson, who was ordering takeout. Crash came with me to go back to my house. My dad was real surprised to see me. I told him I escaped because I had to work on my science project. He told me about the new security system we're getting. Oh crap, I'm going to have to hack that. And Crash and I went upstairs to call Dav, just as my mom arrived back, still looking a little worse for wear. She had a long day.
She did.
And then everything worked out great. I think you were missing.
Yeah, and then everything was fine forever.
The end.
Good night, everyone. Everything is good forever.
So, I'm going to fast forward to the next morning at school.
Okay.
So it's Monday. now.
Monday morning.
Yeah.
Unless you guys are planning to ditch.
No, we're ditching Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No. Hold on.
Are we ditching?
Why are we ditching?
Okay, so I just need to have a conversation with whoever's available Sunday night. Because I was over at your house.
You were at my house, yeah.
And then you're back with your dad.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you've also climbed up in the window before, so
yeah,
and I
that's
don't
true.
have a security system.
We don't quite yet either,
But soon.
soon.
Coming soon.
Ooh.
Coming
Okay.
soon, security system.
So yeah, I do need Sunday night.
So absolutely, let's
Okay.
do it then.
So we should probably get Midge and talk about how to get that badge. Because if we're going to get the badge, we have to get it tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
So should we call her or go over there?
We should probably. Well, she lives right next door.
Yeah. Should we just go over there? Plus, she has the Dav Talker.
I thought.
No, you guys brought it back.
Yeah, we brought it back.
Crash forgot.
Oh, I have it though.
Oh,
It's right here.
that's it.
Yep.
Good job.
The best Jorb.
Yeah, I usually just go and like knock on her window.
Oh, okay. That's easy.
Yeah. So we'll go over and
Sure.
knock on Midge's window.
She's not in her room because her dad
Oh.
ordered takeout.
Well, is
So
this
this is much
immediate,
later.
or is this a little later on in the evening?
I'm gonna guess a little bit later in the
Okay,
evening.
yeah.
So I would have had to like talk to my mom
Okay.
and
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Otherwise, she was having like takeout with her dad.
yeah.
Okay.
So to make the trip over to her house and
Mm-hmm.
get by the window, I need a sneak.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I open that and then maybe I'll have an extra one?
Yeah, that's a
Because,
good idea.
Parked out front of your house is the Crown Victoria with two
Oh, right.
security dudes in it.
Oh, before I roll, I was going to spend some XP, but what skill would govern playing video games?
It's probably
Tech program?
tech program.
Fuck. Oh, sorry. But, oh no, we cuss on this show.
Yeah.
For a second, I was like, oh wait, we're kids.
Yeah, you get into the mindset, man. I dig it.
I don't fucking understand.
Okay. I'm just going to hang on to my
That's
XP
okay,
for
Mitch
now.
swears
'cause I
too.
don't know.
Yeah,
what
I
to do
know.
with it.
We know that.
I only got the one.
Okay.
Okay.
You roll too many dice, man.
I know,
Close
right?
to the sun.
I roll better when I roll like 4 dice. I get 3 6s.
Well, let's see what I get because I got 4 dice.
Okay, 3 6s, definitely.
Yahtzee.
That's cocked.
Cocked.
Unless
You
it's
can
a 6.
redo that one for sure.
It's not, so I'm gonna redo it.
Hey!
Yay!
Look at
Macarena.
that.
Success.
So you guys start, you go out the window and you climb down. You start doing the walk across the side yard because it's only 10 yards between
Yeah.
the two houses.
It's not far.
And you get about halfway there and you see the light from a cigarette cherry, and then like a plume of smoke out this car that's parked in front of your house, and you're like, oh crap, I forgot. And then you like take a couple of steps back and like go the longer way, staying right by the bushes so you're not quite so obvious.
Okay.
But you get over there, no problem.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm glad when they do the re-release of this movie, they'll be like having lollipops or something.
Right. I have to put in things to edit out.
Yeah.
Smoking a walkie-talkie.
Everybody okay? My walkie-talkie's on fire. Ah!
You're holding it wrong.
People in a bar with a weird walkie-talkie they're lifting up.
It's just an all walkie-talkie.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
Oh, those walkie-talkie machines, vending machines in bars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
75 cents for a walkie-talkie is a great deal. Yeah.
Ka-chunk, dunk.
Sliding walkie-talkie down the bar.
There's this bar in West Hollywood, LA. It's right on the border. That's all themed out to be like a 1970s house.
Oh, yeah?
And like when you first walk in past the guy checking IDs, you're in this room and there's 4 of those big old ka-chunk cigarette
Oh, yeah?
dispensing machines.
Oh, nice.
And then at the end of the thing, there's like this avocado green refrigerator.
I want to go there.
And you have to open the refrigerator, and that's like this entrance to the speakeasy.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you step up inside, and you go inside, and then there's like shag carpet and velour
wow.
couches.
I want to go
and,
there.
I want to go so bad.
What's this place called?
Good Times at Davy Wayne's.
All right.
All right.
See you
Nice.
there. See you at
Okay.
Davies.
And they also have old fashions on tap.
Ooh.
Wild.
Okay.
It's good. It's good.
So we knock on Midge's window
Yeah. That's all
After
happening.
dinner.
after dinner.
Yeah.
It's just, shh. What?
Seriously, you just left.
Crash wants to make a plan for how we get the badge.
Oh, are we still doing that? I thought we were just going to let Dab handle stuff.
Yeah, but we need to get him the badge.
And you wanted to make friends with someone tomorrow and or steal it.
I suggested we make friends with...
Which one of us is going
daughter.
to try and make friends, though?
I don't know.
Because
Much better
it's
at, like,
definitely
literally
not going
making friends.
to
Like,
be me.
I think it's hard to make friends in a day.
Most people don't want to be around me at any time, so, and you, I don't think that's going to work, and
Well, I mean, everybody likes Danny, but he's busy and we can't call him right now.
well, maybe he'll be at school tomorrow. We could ask him.
oh,
He's good at
that'll be
making
great.
friends.
Hey, Danny, can you make friends with this other rando kid, just, like, so we can get a badge? I think if we're going to get a badge, stealing the badge sounds like the better thing to me.
It's probably faster and easier.
But also, I hate everything about all of these plans.
Well, I mean, Mrs. Scott worked at the place? I forget.
Yes.
Yeah, Mrs. Scott probably left her bag in the car anyway, and her badge is in there, and we can just break into the car and we don't have to break into the house.
You hope.
That seems the most likely thing.
Hmm.
Because that would be easier for us.
Okay, that's not how statistics or likelihood works, Crash.
No, I mean, usually things are easy.
For you. Because you're a robot.
That's...
And you're good at stuff.
Do you think he's got a full charge right now?
Oh, yeah. Do you need to sleep?
fine.
Are you tired?
I'm not tired.
Okay.
Lick your fingers and stick them in the socket.
Oh, no.
Oh, hold on now. That's a whole other show.
Oh, only if there's consent involved.
Yeah. I mean, maybe.
Wall
Look at-
socket.
Yeah.
Jeez, guys.
It sounds like the CBR episode. Jeez.
Okay, so our better plan than trying to be sneaky and make friends with this girl is to just outright steal the badge?
Or tell Dad where to go get it.
I mean, we have
Well,
like
he's
You know
just
he
gonna
can break and enter
he's
real
just
good.
gonna Kool-Aid man through the wall and take it. That's not very
Yeah.
subtle.
I mean, we have to get there on Tuesday, and that's less than 2 days away.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, you know, breaking and entering, even if you're a kid, still pretty bad. And again, I remind you, my dad's a cop.
I know. That's why I was trying to do the not break and enter plan.
Which, again, I'm not sure is realistic. I don't know. None of these are good plans.
Could Waffles get it?
I'm like gonna turn around and like look at the cage where Waffles is in, just like,
I will
It's
buy
like, I
him a
hope this-
Slurpee if Waffles can get it.
shh, don't say that
The cage
word.
starts
I know that word.
rattling. You look over and it's like the secret of Nim in there, like crazy eye.
Yeah, but no, you don't get a Slurpee.
Can I get a Slurpee?
Do you have money?
Sad
Oh.
/ angry squeak.
I don't think anybody deserves a Slurpee for this. But you will get a special treat, Waffles, if you help us out with this. But it won't be a Slurpee, because it already took me forever to get out of your fur tonight.
Waffles does look pretty springtime fresh.
Irish Springs.
Okay,
Because that's a
so
hilarious picture for me. Is Mid sitting there like in the bathroom sink with a bar of soap, like
Washing a rat.
And the
A
rat
little,
just like...
a little comb, the little rat comb, too.
Yeah. Okay, so it's probably in the car. And if it's not in the car,
it's probably in the house.
then Waffles goes in the house. That makes sense.
And then none of us have committed a crime. It's not our fault that the rat committed a crime.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you can be accessory to a rat.
Yeah, rats can't go to jail.
But I don't want to find out.
No, it's fine.
Okay,
It's nothing about this is fine, but we'll do it, okay?
If we do it tonight, and she tries to use it tomorrow, she's not going to be able to go to work.
We should do it tomorrow night.
Yeah, I
Tomorrow
didn't
night.
think we were doing
Okay.
it tonight.
Yeah, no.
Okay, good.
No.
I'd like to actually, do this thing that is called sleeping, or I guess sometimes charging, but
Why
I'd
not
like to do
both?
that, like,
Yeah.
now.
Working on those nose.
Right. Okay. So everybody go to bed, like in their own house, and charge.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, Waffles will steal something for us after school.
Or me if it's in the car.
Yes. It's not going to be in the car.
It probably is, though.
We'll see.
Have you ever broken into a car?
I mean, you just open it up. Who locks their car?
Go home and charge, Crash.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
All right. See you tomorrow.
Okay. So you guys are all going back to your respective homes.
Yes.
God damn it.
On your ride home, I think you have your bike there.
Yeah.
Um,
And now I can just walk out the front door of Cassie's house. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
you don't have to be sneaky
yeah,
at
that's
all.
not a secret. Okay.
The fact that you're there is not a secret at all. I mean,
Right.
I suppose you could have just walked out of your house and gone to the neighbor's house.
Yeah, what would they do?
Also, they wouldn't have been on anything, but I didn't know if you wanted everybody to know or to go on an official report that subject
Yeah.
C left the house at.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
But on your ride home that night, before you turn like onto your street from the slightly bigger street that sort of connects where their two houses are and where yours is, you see way down, like a couple of blocks down, but you see a group of like 5, 6, like teenagers. Looks like, and they're running like really fast.
It's weird.
But they just kind of all. It almost looks like maybe like the cross country team from the high school. But you're like, why are they out running at night? It's not
Yeah.
even the summer. They do that in the summer because they try not to die.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's wintertime. You
Yeah.
can run in the daytime. I'm gonna just ride a little closer and see, like, is it the team? Like, this is weird.
to get close enough to identify kids on there, because you're not super familiar with them, you.
Well, I mean, if they're freshmen, that's the class I was supposed to be with.
That's true. There's a chance.
Yeah.
You'd have to get pretty close though.
Yeah, I don't really care if they can see me.
Okay.
I'm just gonna ride my bike down the street. Like, what are you guys running? Why is it the track team? Because I'm interested.
I got you. So let's do a body move.
Yeah,
Crash brand subtlety.
I can move it.
Move it.
Just the one.
Okay. So you actually have to kind of do that like up on your feet.
Yeah.
Pump to catch up because they're kind of going perpendicular. You get down to the corner, they're just a dozen yards ahead of you at that point. But when you kind of come around the corner where they were, they are all stopped, and they're standing there and they're looking back at you.
Hey
And
guys.
none of them say anything, but you get the feeling like they're very not happy to see somebody else. Like they're very aggressive stanced. And they sort of start walking back towards you when you get to the corner. And you can see that it's a couple of kids from the high school.
Uh-huh.
A couple of freshmen that you actually would know from
Yeah.
other athletics and stuff. And they're starting to walk back towards you. They're not running yet, but they're like
Yeah.
watching you and walking towards you.
Hey guys, what's going on?
And then this bigger kid that you don't know in the back. He's like, "What are you doing out so late, kid?"
Just, my name's Crash. I live up the street.
Haven't you heard you shouldn't be out at night?
Have I heard that? I don't care.
I don't think you have.
No. Nope. So what? I mean, it's not that dark. I mean, it is, but it's...
Well, it's probably like 9:30.
Yeah, that's and winter.
Into winter.
It's
dark,
definitely
yeah.
dark. It's very dark.
But he goes, maybe you should run home.
Well, I mean, if you guys have a run club or something, like when do you guys meet up?
If you're interested, come see us next year. We're the outdoor club.
Is that right?
Yeah. The outdoor club.
I want to be their friend.
Hey, Paul, I thought we were
right.
the... Shut up, you.
Yeah, I think even Crash can pick up on this social cue.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
And like this whole time, they're doing like the slow walk towards you.
Yeah. Okay. See ya. And just ride back up towards my house.
As soon as you turn your back and you start to ride, you hear a couple of them start to run.
Towards me? I'm just gonna look back
And you see you see one of the kids that you knew. His name is Edward.
No.
That's not intentional. It was just a name.
It's just his reaction. Oh.
Yeah.
And he starts running after you, and then another kid you don't know. But the whole group didn't start running; they just started.
Yeah.
And as you start to get up the street a little bit, like they get just around the corner, and you hear a voice behind them being like, "Get back here!" And they kind of come to a stop. And
Well, what's their problem? Yeah, I think I'm just like he's confused, but not necessarily speeding up to get just riding normal speed. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Sounds like a season 2 problem.
Yeah. Yeah, just at home.
cool. So you get back to your street, and you turn down, and like long before you get to your street, they've gone around the corner.
Okay.
You get back home. Your folks are like totally cool. Your dad looks like has talked to your mom, so she has this look in her eye, like kind of worried, but
Yeah.
kind of relieved at the same time.
Mm-hmm. I would imagine.
Like,
It's a good combo.
so she's kind of. As soon as you come in, they're both like on their feet, like, "Hey, buddy, welcome home!" Like super enthusiastic about you being home and everything going all right. Your friends okay? Everybody's happy.
Yep.
Okay.
That's where Crash gets his subtlety
Yeah.
from.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
Cool.
We'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, I think Crash's primary approach to this is maybe never talk about it again. That's ideal.
I guess.
Because then it's not like. I think he's envisioning a world where he just like pretends everything's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that he's not a copy of his dead self.
And I think your parents are totally on board.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, wouldn't everybody like to just pretend that didn't happen?
All right. So, a little bit of a flashback. Sunday morning at the Alonso house.
All right.
When you wake up, you come downstairs, and your dad's gone, kind of like normal. He's probably at the diner. Your mom, however, is sitting in the kitchen, and she's eating like a big 5-pancake stack of pancakes. And she's sort of sitting there, like, looks a little hungover-y, kind of.
Okay, but the big stack means she's going to stay for a while because nobody eats 5 pancakes and hits the road.
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
But
Very astute.
but like, yeah, she just looks pretty tired still. Like, she slept a long time, but this whole brain swapping thing was
Right.
mildly traumatic to most of the parents. So,
Oddly.
Yeah, weird.
That's
Hey, Mom. How are you doing?
she kind of gives you the groggy, like, "Oh, morning, Danny. How are you?"
I'm doing okay. Do we have plans we were going to meet up on Sunday? Was there...
No.
Okay.
Most of Sunday, everybody kind of went to their respective houses
Okay.
to kind of chill out. But then they didn't call you because they didn't want to bother you.
Yeah, because we knew your mom was home, and we were like,
Right.
"Ooh, maybe we shouldn't just step in the middle of that."
We
Get
have
some
a
time with
slight
that.
amount of tact sometimes.
some of us do.
Well, as a group,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I meant
Individually,
collectively.
Definitely not.
Crash doesn't want awkward situations. That's
As a
No.
collective, we have one tact between us.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can only use it once per day.
Yes.
But she's like, well, I'm pretty tired. Yesterday was really weird.
Oh, yeah, I heard there's some of that going around.
Yeah, maybe it's a bug or something.
I'm sure that's what it is.
So, I think I'm going to finish my breakfast. Do you want anything? Your dad left some more pancakes in the oven.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll have some pancakes.
So
I'll
in
go-
there, there's like that stoneware thing to keep food warm.
Yeah, so I'll give myself a small stack of pancakes and do you feel like any eggs, Mom? I can make some eggs.
Oh no, sweetie, no, I'm good. I think the bread of pancakes is going to be awesome.
Okay. Yeah, just pancakes is good.
And she kind of
So-
pushes the big Aunt Jemima bottle over towards you, and the big like dish with like 1.5 pounds of butter.
Yeah.
in
you
it.
might need it.
So I'll start lathering my pancakes with some butter and cover them with syrup.
After you get,
Eating pancakes with my mom.
actually probably while you're getting your plate out, you notice like on the windowsill above the sink, there's a vase with a couple of carnations in it and a little card, but you can't read the card. But it's purposely there in fresh water.
Those are nice flowers.
They are. Your dad left them with breakfast this morning.
Oh, that's nice. Is he over at the diner?
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Okay.
He likes to get in there for the morning rush.
So, what are your plans today?
To be honest, I'm not sure. I thought I'd have some stuff going on, but it looks like I don't. So I think I'll just be around the house. I think after breakfast, I'm just gonna watch some TV and.
You maybe want to jam together? I could play on the piano and.
Yeah, we can do that. Like she's kind of like, yeah.
I'm just going to insert that she plays cello.
Okay. So it sits in the corner next
Yeah.
to the.
Yeah. So, cool. I guess once we have breakfast and get washed up, I don't want to get any syrup on the instruments.
Yeah, that's super awkward. Sticky cello is not what anybody wants.
You usually have to pay extra for that.
Yeah.
It's on a very special customer menu.
It's an unlockable move.
Hey, did Lisa join a new club or something?
She had that camp out.
Oh, that must have been what it was. I forgot.
Yeah, last week she had that camp out with the, I don't know, Sierra Club, something like that.
Yeah, I just I thought I heard her talking about something, but I must have misheard it.
Yeah, but that's all I can think of.
Okay. Well, I'm really done. If you want to go play.
All right. And so she takes your plate and puts them in the sink and runs a little water. You can see her washing her hands pretty thoroughly. She's watching for you to go wash your hands.
Yeah, I'll go wash my hands. No one wants a sticky keyboard either.
But then she kind of goes over and she sits down and she starts to play something.
Okay.
And you can easily join in because it's one of the things she plays kind of regularly.
Yeah, I think that was probably sort of the thing. You know, she loved music and taught Danny, and so there's all the stuff that he outgrew, but now was like super into wanting to play right now with his mom because,
for sure,
yeah,
it's not new wave, but it works. But yeah, the rest of your day kind of passes at home, pretty quiet. Like after you guys play for a little while, she's kind of like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna go sit on the couch for a bit."
Okay.
I think your dad said he's going to be home for dinner, so he'll probably cook up his usual Sunday.
It's fine. Everything's fine here. Don't have to stop the game. I just want food.
That's okay.
So I think that Danny will probably spend as much of the day as possible in close proximity. Like he's going to know that being inseparable is going to be weird pretty quick. But like if she just wants to sit down and be quiet, he'll, go get some comics and sit on the other side of the room or something and just hang out. And
Sure.
Specifically all of the those early 80s Avengers stuff with Vision.
All right.
And any other kind of robot android character that comes across. He's doing a little research.
You spend like an hour searching through the long boxes.
Yeah.
I'll figure this out before I can Google when they appear.
You're totally lost boying this. It's amazing.
Yes.
Eventually your dad gets home, and he's brought home just a big tray of steaks from the diner. Just really enough meat to feed your family 3 times. But he's got that, and he's already got baked potatoes that are all wrapped in foil, and he carries it in and sets up dinner for everybody. And your sister comes down for dinner. She was hanging up in her room most of the day.
Okay.
You heard the stereo on for a while, and then it was off for a while, and then it was back on. And you heard her talking on the phone a couple of times. When she comes down for dinner, she looks pretty okay, except she kind of keeps glancing around at everybody at the table, if you're going to say anything, if you're going to be weird. She's giving you that eye. And then she's looking at mom and dad, and she's like, everybody's here. What's going on?
She's waiting for the big flag that says intervention to roll
Yeah,
down from the
any
ceiling.
minute she's going to be like, you told them something, didn't you? And now they're going to be mad.
So no, I give her the, when mom and dad aren't looking, there's the little head shake of, and sort of like a up tilt, we've got each other's secrets here. I haven't crossed the line.
And she gives you the look that's damn straight. The Walter White, you're goddamn right. Yeah. But dinner passes pretty well. Your dad asks if everybody wants to sit down and watch Wheel of Fortune.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So he puts it on the TV and sits back in his chair, and he starts guessing at the puzzle. Like, before they even reveal how many letters it is, they just give the category, and like as the camera's changing, he's like, Niagara Falls. And he's kind of, you can tell your dad's pretty excited that like everybody's home and it's home-y. Your mom has remained pretty quiet all day, but she doesn't look like she's rearing to leave.
At one point, I'm going to, excuse myself and go outside and check her car and just see if there's, if the suitcases are gone.
Good idea. You go, and there aren't any bags.
Okay. And I run back inside, super excited.
Cool.
So I honestly, it's just going to be super domestic, and Danny is just so happy that his mom is there and hanging out with the family. So.
I think you and your dad are both super happy. Your sister is kind of weirded out, and your mom is just kind of tired. But that's better than it's been. So
yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, we'll take that win.
So Monday morning then, unless there's anything else.
No, just my heart. Thanks, Nick.
Yeah, correct.
Really, you should probably thank Crash.
Oh, I won't thank Crash or anything.
What did I do?
Crash totally kicked some guy in the nuts hard enough to make him rethink his life.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And then Mom was forced to rethink some things, too.
Kicking nards for good.
Yeah. It's basically not discouraging my behavior at all.
Nope.
So,
I kick nards for the Lord.
yeah. I'm on a mission for God.
Oh my god.
All right. So Monday morning, homeroom.
Yeah.
Bell rings. Anybody late?
No.
Probably
me.
not.
All right.
Surprisingly not.
Yeah.
The very first thing right off the gate after the bell rings, the principal comes on, and he sounds very kind of upset, and he begins to talk about, now, kids, this is a very important announcement, but some of you probably have already heard, but I want to kind of get out ahead of this as much as I can, but one of the other students here at our school, unfortunately over the weekend, he was in an accident and he didn't make it. So we're going to have a special assembly as a memorial service on Wednesday for Peter. His family would ask if anybody wants to do something like flowers or anything, that they're going to have a service this weekend. So you can send anything like that to the mortuary.
But we saw him in the... Do you think he's actually dead?
Wait, out of character. Do we see him on Saturday?
Yeah, I think that was Saturday when you were breaking people
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we saw him on Saturday in the lab, but
Do you think he's actually dead, though?
Maybe it's just their story for why he's gone.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, I hate to be that person, but it's kind of no big loss. He's awful.
He's horrible, Peter.
Yeah, but if he got killed, that's...
Yeah,
I mean,
but if they killed him in that thing and we didn't get him out...
that's different.
I don't know. I mean, are we sure he wasn't already an experiment before he went in there? Like, how could anybody be that horrible?
Was he in there when
It's
they
true.
when they dragged you in?
I don't. Well, we saw him on the way out, but I don't remember seeing him on the way in. I didn't. Well, they didn't let me look in the other rooms either.
He looked awful.
He did not look good, and he didn't start out looking good.
You don't think
No.
he could be like me?
I hope not.
Oh, I don't.
No, that's to imply. No, Crash.
It's fine. I
You're-
get
no,
it.
no,
I
Crash.
I understand.
Crash.
It's fine.
Crash. I would be really sad if Horrible Peter was brought back as a robot because I don't think he deserves that, and you do.
Exactly what she said.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
She's a-
dude.
What? I think like all morning Crash hasn't made eye contact with Danny. He's just been like, "Hey Danny, what's up?" Like trying to like remember when we were friends and everything's fine and it's fine, everything's fine, but like
Right, he's
hasn't
gonna try
made eye
to.
contact.
If I don't talk to him, we're still friends. The
Yeah.
same way if you don't
Yeah.
talk about it, you're not a robot.
I
Yeah.
feel like Midge like wads up a piece of paper though and just kind of like chucks it at Crash and is just kind of like, I'm being serious. Stop being stupid. We like you, obviously.
Well, I'm just like if I mean, maybe he got in an accident on his way home from the lab, and it's a total freak accident.
Well,
I mean, maybe we don't know why he was in the lab in the first place.
They had a bunch of people locked up there who all went home.
That's true. Maybe the Wookiee got him.
are we back to the Wookiee?
Just
I mean, that's been an option the whole time.
It's true. Maybe he didn't follow the guard's instructions and didn't stick to the roads. We stuck to the roads and we're fine.
He probably wouldn't stick to the roads.
No, he's horrible.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to decide if Midge would have seen American Werewolf in London yet.
dude,
It's like, stick to the roads.
do you think your dad knows anything about why all those people were there?
I don't know if I can ask him. I mean, I can ask him. I just don't know if he's going to say anything.
Or does he bring work home?
Clearly.
And then Dave was
Nice.
awful.
Other way.
Oh, I messed it all up. I'm unpracticed. But no, I'm nice and cool.
It's multi-purpose.
Make others pain and you comfortable.
Yes, that's my motto.
So, yeah, I mean, I'll ask him tonight, but
I think we have bigger things to focus on, though.
Yeah. I mean, Robot Uprising tomorrow, Horrible Peter on Wednesday.
Do we have to
Wait,
call
what?
it Robot Uprising?
Robot Uprising.
I mean,
What happened yesterday?
Oh, what didn't happen yesterday, Danny, is probably the better question.
no,
Okay.
it's our original
so
plan.
we rode out to the thing, and then I hit a ball over the fence, and it landed in the perfect spot.
Uh-huh.
And then we talked to the guy, and he
Let
said,
us use the bathroom.
and then he said there was going to be a test of the robots on Tuesday.
No. Waffles found a memo.
Yeah.
The guy didn't
Oh, there
tell
was
us
a
that.
memo. The guy didn't tell us any of that.
Yeah.
We went out to the UT facility,
Yes.
and to go check out everything that was going on over there because we found some paperwork about maybe killer robots, which is bad. And we
No,
had
Killer Soldier.
well, whatever. It's bad things.
That's
the
different.
robots, the soldiers. There's a lot of things going on, and yeah, we kind of got in the facility, and things are not good.
Well, it said models 1 through 10. I thought they were talking about robots.
Yeah, they're talking about robots. That's
Oh.
not. That's not the dangerous soldier thing.
Oh.
These are Dav's friends. Remember Dav?
Yeah.
And he said all his friends were locked up in a place. We found the place.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're doing a test. The memo that Waffles found says they're doing a test of models 1 through 10 on tomorrow. So if we can find a way into there, we could maybe help Dav get his friends out.
Yeah, because I don't think
Then
Dav
they could
can
be free.
go and ask to use the restroom like we did.
What model?
no.
What models are Dav and Ann?
Oh, I don't know. We should ask them.
Well, also, just so you know ahead of time, the taps in the restroom are like industrial grade strong.
Okay.
What? They seemed fine in the women's restroom.
What were you doing to test out the faucets, Crash?
Well, I was going to twist one of them off, twist the knob off, and then like a janitor would have to come in, and then I could seal his badge. But the thing wouldn't twist off. I'm like, what are they building these faucets with?
Do you think you got super robot powers?
Well, it's possible.
He got shot in the arm and was a big crybaby about it. I don't think he's going to twist a tap off.
Yeah, but you know how like sometimes when you get powers that it takes a while, and then like when you know or where you can like push the boundaries farther, like the untapped potential. Here, reach in the backpack. I'm pulling out
Danny.
comic
He
issues.
presents a whole fan of back issues.
I mean, I got...
Oh, Danny, no.
I'd start here, and then you can really skip over to
Alright, hold
episode number 138.
No.
But if you do want to get kind of the backstory, then you do got to go back and you got to do the Savage Tales, and then go on from there.
I gotta get new friends.
That doesn't make sense. I get power at night.
It's true. We saw his charging station. It's really cool.
You have a charging station?
Yeah, my parents built.
Is it like
Me.
your bed?
Yeah.
Because I've been over to your house. There's like
It's
charging panels in there.
under my bed.
Do you have to like plug a cord in or something?
No, they're magnets.
What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Nick can't even hear for a moment.
Yeah, that's the thing that Crash is like, legitimately, he's like bummed, like, oh yeah, I'm dead. Oh wait, there's magnets.
I sleep
Like,
on magnets.
yeah.
Magnus, how the fuck do they work?
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
So, Crash like looks over his shoulder like, so they had to. Remember when I hit my head last year
Yeah?
and I missed a lot of school?
Yeah.
That's what happened.
They put a charging station under your bed?
Like, Crash thinks he is fully explained.
No, I get it. Danny doesn't get it. I get it. It's
Midge gives him a look of like eye roll, but then like kind of obviously I'll tell you later.
no. I mean, we figured out. We found out. You showed us you were a robot,
Yeah.
and then Dav said. So
But my parents knew they'd made the body.
okay.
So they know, and they know that we know, and we're not supposed to tell anyone.
Oh, got it. It's like a secret identity.
I mean, it's a secret.
Well, your robot identity is a secret.
It's not a different... What?
Yes. Yes, Danny. It is a secret identity.
Can we get back to the fact that we need to get a badge for the
yeah.
facility?
Yeah, we have to get Mrs. Scott's badge out of her car.
Wait, why?
It might be in the house. So the robots can escape.
Okay. Before the uprising?
The uprising is them escaping.
The escape.
Again, do we have to use the word uprising, Cassie?
Well, they're trapped underground.
Yeah.
They're literally rising up and out.
Fairly literal.
Oh, don't encourage him.
The robot's on my side.
Somehow this doesn't surprise me as much as it should.
Well, it's not fair that they're locked up down there.
Yeah, they deserve their
Right?
freedom.
Yes, but uprising is like just whatever. We have to get the badge after school.
Yes.
Yeah.
We just have to get through the day, get through whatever the assembly is for
Yeah.
Peter, and then we go do that, and then maybe, like, not have to deal with crazy robots and soldiers and Wookiees for 5 seconds.
Did the memo say what time the test was?
It said Tuesday night, right? Did I write down what it...
I think it was Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't know if they gave us, like, an actual, like, whatever.
Yeah, like after dark,
2100.
probably.
Yeah.
I'm sure that it was after sundown.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think I wrote... Yeah,
it's
because they don't want
dramatic.
people dressed driving by and...
Like,
Look at all those robots.
hey, look at that. Look at that there.
Oh, look, honey, the crop of robots is coming in nicely this year.
Yeah.
Driving
sense.
by.
Well, I'm just like, if they're going to activate them and do some sort of remote test, what if that affects Dav and Ann?
They seem to
Like, what models are they? If they were early prototypes and they left, then wouldn't they be lower in the number
Maybe
scheming?
they have letters instead of numbers.
They've been kind of doing their own thing without
Yeah.
any issues.
I
They
feel like-
haven't been able to track them.
If they could remote
Yeah.
control or track them, they would have found them
They
by
would have
now.
been caught by now.
Yeah.
I wonder if their broadcast thingy could help, like, let the robots who aren't machines, I don't know,
What?
like Dav and Ann,
Yeah, sentient robots.
that.
Like you.
I'm not like Dav and Ann.
Well, no. But they have a consciousness.
That's true.
Their bodies just aren't as cool as yours.
When I was a person.
Yes. You're still a person.
You're totally still a person.
But maybe their broadcast thing could, I don't know.
Well, we just got to get through the rest of the school day, guys.
Yeah, school first.
And then we probably have to
Freeing
ditch
the
tomorrow.
robots. Yeah, I mean,
Ugh.
let's talk to Dav and form a plan tonight.
Okay.
Maybe we won't have to ditch school. Maybe we can do the robot rebellion in our spare time.
It is significantly after school hours.
Yeah.
I just really wanted to ditch school.
I mean, you can ditch school if you want. I'm not going to stop you.
Things are kind of not terrible with my dad this weekend, so I'm not ditching school if I don't have to.
That's fair.
Cool.
Yeah.
He wasn't mad or anything?
No, like the opposite, enough to make me suspicious,
Whoa.
but hopefully it's a good thing. I don't know.
Did it seem like everything wore off, like with everybody?
Yeah, but that's not what I'm worried about, but it's fine.
My parents were back to normal.
My mom still looked a little iffy, but I think she's fine.
She's probably gonna still be sick.
Mentally, she seemed back to normal.
Yeah.
Physically, she still seemed
Some regrets.
sort of drunk. Like,
No.
like she's had
a
medical
lot.
attention and is still recovering.
Yeah.
That was alcohol poisoning.
Oh, for
Definitely.
sure.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah, your lawn's never gonna smell right again.
No. It's a weird green, too. It's not the color grass should be.
Ugh. Your dad was watching and it just foamed.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't like to go in the yard now.
I wish we got more rain here.
Oh, that might just bring it back up to the
It's
surface.
just never gonna wash away.
No.
Once it soaks into the groundwater, then it's like chud.
And that's how the mutant
That's
animals
season
happened.
3.
Season 3.
The swamp thing.
Yeah.
Why are you polluting my desert with your vomit?
Beautiful.
Okay. Man, I do not want to go to school today.
We have a lot of other things to think about.
Yeah.
Is Peter really gone?
Yep.
Is there going to be a robot uprising? I mean,
Rebellion.
I don't know that that's
Rebellion.
any better.
Freedom.
Freedom
Is-
Party.
We're gonna freedom them.
how do
Free
we
them.
how do we
That's
get
the
how do
verb.
we get them free before that happens?
The test, yeah.
And to help Dav and Anne, and
Avoid the super soldier / Wookiee.
right, or unlock Crash's powers to be able to fight the super soldier Wookiee thing.
I don't think that's the thing we
Yeah.
should do. Or possible. You don't have powers. You're just alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good power of
Yeah.
not being dead.
That's your power.
I mean,
is
I'm kind of not really alive either.
you had another guy. It's like when you play a video game and you got one more life.
Crash sits back in his chair like. And it's going to be quiet for a while. It's like this is pretty momentous. Like,
It's just Mitch kind of leans in and is like, good, I'm impressed. That was,
Oh, that worked.
yeah, it super worked.
Okay, video game analogies, check.
So what's this about a badge?
Oh, Waffles is gonna steal the UT badge from Mrs. Scott for us
Okay,
so we can break into UT.
okay.
and get the
no,
robot.
Tomorrow.
Dad
before
can
we
break
get
into
the
UT. Let's be
robots.
clear. We're not breaking back in.
Right. Well, it's not breaking in if you have a badge.
Yeah, we're going to let Dav do that, right?
Yes.
He's not sneaky though.
I know. Plan A is to let Dav do it.
Let's
Hey.
stick with plan A, Cassie.
Your sliding glass door?
I explained sliding glass doors to him though. I think he'll be fine now.
He's learning. It's fine.
But I'm just worried about him going in there by himself, and there's all those other like scientists and probably robots who aren't cool.
And could go too.
Do you want to go back in, Crash?
Yeah,
I
but
just don't want him to get caught
If
and
they're worried-
unfreedomed.
if they're worried about being caught, then they probably have some way to shut him down or throw a steel net over him or something. I don't know. I don't hunt robots, but there's got to be a way.
Oh, you know all about robot powers from your comics. It didn't cover that.
No, they're heroes, Midge.
The robot heroes.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know if Dav needs to like get in. Maybe he
Wait.
can just
Wait,
what?
Danny, what robot heroes?
You don't. Oh my God! Here, check this
Oh
out.
no!
Bump.
Oh no!
Sorry, Cassie.
No, it's important.
Take this.
You got to learn about your people.
What were you saying?
The video game
awesome.
analogy helped. This will probably also help. It's fine.
have
You can
no
read
idea.
that at lunch.
Well, it's going to take longer than that, but okay.
If we make it to lunch. Did they say what time the assembly was?
Oh yeah.
It's on Wednesday.
Okay,
Oh.
it's not even today. We're
It'll
fine.
be a assembly schedule, so usually in
Okay.
the morning, and then all the classes are shorter that day.
Cool.
Wait, the assembly's on Wednesday, but the robot revolution is on Tuesday.
Yeah, totally different days. We can do both.
Yeah. We'll get the badge tonight.
Badge today, free the robots tomorrow. Worry about horrible Peter on Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, I could also just ask Dad tonight.
Yeah, ask your dad if they're
Yeah.
doing weird experiments on horrible Peter and pretending he's dead.
Pretty sure Mom's lab is like in a different building, so she probably wouldn't know. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Good plan. I like this plan.
All right. So, eventually, the student read updates through the PA are now done, which nobody was listening to, and your
No.
teacher didn't even care.
No.
The bell rings. You guys go off to the first period. I'm not planning anything happening during the actual class periods during the day, unless you want to do something.
I'm just going to assume I have not learned anything like I have in most of my classes.
And that's fine.
I have the comic books tucked into the textbook, right? And I'm
Because they're perfect for that.
and I'm pretty engaged with that.
Yeah, so there's some stories about Vision,
Okay.
of course,
Yeah.
who's probably the closest analog
Yeah.
because he's got the same, like downloaded brain mental
Oh, yeah,
engrams
that's
and all
true,
that
yeah.
sort of stuff. But there's also a whole big stack of DC's Metal Men.
So I don't
We're
know
also
anything about that.
also
Me
robot.
personally, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
They're also robot heroes. They're all based off of different elements
Oh, okay.
that someone just reminded me of.
It's like the Captain Planet of
Heart.
robots.
No,
That could go
no,
wrong.
but kind of sure. But yes, like there's like iron and steel and gold and mercury and
Frankincense,
So it's
tin.
just like
and-
Captain Planet.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, so you've got a whole big stack of that, and then if there are other robot heroes people want to include, they'll let me know, and we'll,
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, we'll have
That's
a thing.
awesome. I love it.
And there's one Mecha Godzilla.
Whoa! I gotta get in there.
You take all the bad stuff. When do the
Yeah.
Sentinels
I
get
was just gonna
introduced?
say, like, oh no, we're not putting the Sentinel ones in here.
Revisionist comic book robot history that you're giving Crash.
Well, I mean, if mutants are bad.
Oh my god.
All right. So, nothing's happening during class periods. During your first break,
Oh, but this is a good time to mention. I spent that XP and I upped my sneak since
Ah.
we've been kind of sneaking around a bunch.
very
Nice.
good. During your first break, you guys see probably in my head it's one of those school buildings where the lockers are down like an inside hallway, and then classroom doors open into that hallway, kind of deal. That's what my high school looked like, and that's what your middle school's going to look like. So, you're probably at your lockers doing your usual exchange of stuff, even if it's just superficially exchanging books, so you can continue to hide the comics and have the
Yeah.
right book for the right
Yeah,
class.
it's easier that way.
Right. It gets
Like
real
first
awkward.
he's trying to put 6 comics in one book. It was like, oh, that's not going to work.
But you see up by the office at the end of the hall, you see that there's a couple of sheriffs or deputies, not your dad,
Okay.
but others, that come in and they kind of go into the front office. And you can see them in there talking to...
Are we all near each other, or did I just see that by myself?
You can all probably see it from your various points down this long
okay.
hallway.
Were they deputies that I recognize, though?
Probably. I mean, at least in passing, you kind of know who they are, but there's nothing special about them. They're not like on some crazy task force or something.
I'm going to start strolling down that way.
Sure.
Yeah, if I see Midge going that way, I'm going to, like, not run up to get next to her, but just kind of head that direction as well.
You get up there, and it's through that glass window that goes into the office, and then I don't remember the receptionist's name that school secretary's name that we gave her one.
Marjorie.
Oh no, Miss Williams is the band teacher.
It's not going to be another M name, I promise.
Oh, I think I
Matilda?
lost my page of notes.
Sure. But she's sitting there, and they're holding up. It actually looks like a sketch artist's image of a face that looks a little similar to yours. And you can see that, like, they're holding it up, and she's looking at it, and she's like, you know, how it's easy to not see a face.
Yeah.
But it's close enough to your face that you're like, oh, that's weird.
Mitch,
Crash,
does that
you
look
should
like
go.
me?
Yeah, you should go hide.
Okay. Just turn around and walk away. Like, no argument here. I'm just leaving now.
Yeah. I'm going to linger around waiting for them to come out.
Okay.
Is Danny in the hallway too?
Yeah, you guys are all in the same hallway.
Danny, come on. I'm just gonna like duck into the bathroom. We're going to the bathroom together.
This is a thing now.
Sure.
If I see that happen, I'm gonna walk over to Midge and what's going on?
They got a sign of this sketch. It kind of looks like Crash. I'm waiting for them to come out because I know them. Maybe they'll talk to me.
Oh yeah, that's really weird. Why would they be looking for Crash?
I don't know.
So in the bathroom, I'm gonna look under all the stalls, make sure no one else is in here.
What are you...
There's
what are you
probably
looking
like
for?
2 other kids that are actually using the bathroom because it's that passing period time. But eventually they kind of clear out.
Yeah. Okay. So when everyone leaves, the deputies are showing Mrs. Matilda a sketch of me.
Why?
I don't know.
What did you do?
I don't know. I didn't do anything.
Sure.
Did they see you at the UT facility?
No, I had a disguise on.
A hat. He
And
means
sunglasses.
a hat.
And sunglasses.
So it was
Danny, of course,
Unabomber
just buys
you.
that. Like he was like, oh, okay, you had a disguise on. That must have been fine.
I wasn't going to go without a disguise.
Okay,
my
okay.
I don't think...
Have you done...
the facility's not going to look for me. My dad knows where I am. Who would call the cops on me?
Were they asking for you by name?
I don't... No, they just had a sketch and it kind of looked like me. Yeah, wild, right?
You should call your dad.
Crap.
I mean, if he knows...
Yeah.
If he knows
But I don't
that
want
you're
him
supposed
to get in
to...
trouble.
But he could be like an alibi.
Yeah, if it gets to that point. But maybe they just have somebody who looks like me and it's not even a thing, and Midge will find out.
Speaking of which, after a couple more minutes, that you can see that they leave the sketch and then they come out the door. Probably, let's see, what's his name?
Deputy Perkins?
No, I don't like that name.
Okay.
I'm terrible at names, but I'm picky about it.
Deputy Perkinson?
Deputy Percocet.
Deputy
Is one of them
Shenanigans.
Hank?
Sure. Yeah, that'll be the one you know.
Okay.
And then the other one you don't.
Okay.
But when he comes out, he sees you standing there, and he's like, "Oh, hey, how's it going, Midge?"
Hey, Hank. What are you doing at the school?
Well, we got a report of a kid that assaulted a guy, and we're going around looking for if anybody can recognize this kid.
Oh, that's so weird. What? Did he just beat him up, or?
And he
inside, I'm
he
just
starts to actually chuckle a little bit. He's like, "Well, seems like this kid just walked up and kicked this guy in his privates." And the other guy that you don't know, he kind of hits Hank. He's like, "Just stop." It's not funny.
And Mitch does kind of
Jesus
giggle a little
there.
bit.
Yeah, Cassie tries not to laugh, but she loves slapstick, and she remembers how funny it was.
Yeah. Or slap dick in this case.
Yeah, da.
Is the guy pressing charges?
Well, he was mighty upset about it. But honestly, he just gave us this rough description of a kid, and it could be anybody.
He might have gotten a mix-up. I mean,
To tell you the honest truth, this guy's a jerk. Right?
yeah.
We don't really care that much, but we have to do our
horrible
job.
Peter.
So
Well, he's a horrible Peter now.
Yeah, I has one at least.
Yeah.
nobody asked who Horrible Peter's parents were.
Oh no!
Oh no! No!
Now we can't have more kids, too.
No, it was just what if then Horrible Peter becomes Danny's stepbrother?
No.
Bum, bum, bum.
But no, he's dead now.
You dodged that bullet.
Yeah, he's dead now. It's fine.
It's all fine here.
Yeah, that's so much better.
Oh, what a relief. That kid died.
Yep.
And they all lived happily ever after.
But yeah,
Peter.
basically he's like, look, we did our thing. You know, we asked. They didn't really recognize the picture we had. The guy gave this super generic description. So, you know, whatever.
They can't find anybody. There's so many kids in this school.
Look, like I said, we did our part. If a kid runs up, if we see a kid after school run up and kick somebody else in the nuts, we'll go talk to the kid. We're hanging around today. It's an easy day. There's the place that make those good milkshakes across the street.
Oh yeah,
so
it's great.
we're gonna hang out and after school, you know.
Just watch and see if you spot them.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
So I guess watch out for a serial kicker.
Yeah, that's not the kind of kid I would hang around, but it does sound pretty awesome.
And he starts chuckling again. And he's like, well, you have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, thanks, Hank. I hope that it doesn't take up too much of your day and you get to go home.
Well, to be honest, I'll take today over the last week anytime. I'll sit out in front of a school and have a milkshake and wait to see if we can identify a kid. But, yeah, it's fine.
Dad couldn't have been happy about resources being used for that.
No, but here we are.
All right, well, I guess good luck.
No, thanks. You have a good day.
Yeah,
And
you
he's
too.
Walking off.
Okay, so here's what we'll do. I'll look out and see if they're coming this way down the hall. And if they are, then I'll go out and I'll cause a scene and you go out the window.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Okay, so
So
the minute that you start to come out the door,
no,
Midge,
I just like
Sorry.
have the door
Yeah.
pushed open and I'm like doing like super
Yeah. Midge is going to come over and just like, hey! Like,
Hey!
Grabbing onto the window.
Yeah,
No,
Crash
no,
is
no,
halfway
no,
out.
no, no,
Yeah.
no, guys.
You can't come in here.
I'm not. Shut up and listen. It's okay.
Is that Midge?
No, it's not okay. This is the boys' room.
Well, then come out here and talk to me, idiots.
Are they?
It's fine. I'm telling you, it's fine.
All right.
It's fine.
All right. Hop down from the window.
Dude, Crash, the guy that you kicked, he gave the cops a description of you.
Why? He deserved it.
That's
They
what the
think-
cop said.
They think so too.
Oh. So that's probably not a big deal.
Well, it does still kind of look like you, but they're going to camp out front. We just got to make sure when you leave, you go out the back side of the school. Don't go out the front.
Definitely don't kick
Yeah.
anybody in the pants today.
Yeah, they're definitely out there on the watch for that, for sure.
Okay.
So try to resist, even though it's hilarious.
I mean, that guy deserved it, that's all.
I said they didn't disagree.
Okay.
It's fine, though. It's super generic. They're not even convinced it was a good description.
Okay. Cool. Thanks for finding out. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. And they thought it was really funny.
They did.
Really?
They totally
Yeah.
laughed.
Awesome.
It was.
It
I
was
owe you
really
big.
funny.
Police officers, they could be just like us, too.
I should be a cop.
Nope.
Uh-uh.
What?
Because in about 2 years, there's going to be a movie that's going to show it's a really bad idea to have a RoboCop.
A really good idea.
It's a good idea.
The humans are the ones that messed that whole thing
That
up.
is true.
Part man,
As
part
is usually the case with
robot.
robots.
All
As
cop.
is tradition.
Yeah. Humans are the monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just got to make sure we leave the back way out of school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Isn't that where we park our bikes anyway?
I mean, usually.
Yeah. Just got to make sure we don't go around the front of the school because we do that sometimes.
Yeah, okay.
So just don't do that.
Wait, does this mean we can't get shakes after school?
Is that what you're concerned about?
I'm just clarifying.
We can get shakes tomorrow. They won't be looking for you tomorrow.
All right.
Or
Or
we
we
can get
could,
shakes at that weird donut shop the other way.
or we could get SLURPEES. They're like trying to make sure Waffles, like in her like jacket pocket, does not understand.
Except Crash is going like with mouthing. Wait, Slurpoos?
Close.
Don't say it.
Oh,
The S word.
well,
Well, one of the S words.
yeah.
To Waffles, it's the S word.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we could do that instead. That's the other way.
Okay,
Yeah, let's do that.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah, before we go and commit larceny.
Right.
Do what?
Just
We're not gonna. The rat will. It means theft.
Oh, why didn't you just say
I
that?
like that you keep calling Waffles the rat, so thanks for that. I feel really good about my life choices,
I only
Cassie.
called him that once.
Uh-huh. It's okay, Waffles.
He is a rat.
Yeah, well, I don't like
She
using him
means
for
it like
crime.
she means it like a capital R,
Yeah.
like Waffles is the rat.
It's definitive.
I never thought I'd be using my rat for crime, okay? I'm allowed to call him that.
Really?
It's not crime if an animal does it.
Yeah. That's
Now he is
true.
straight on the path to getting a top hat and a bunch of other rats to sing in the champagne bar.
Yeah.
This is happening. In a couple of years, that's going to be his favorite movie. Like, he's going to make you watch it all the time.
Actually, I was just thinking I was just going to have to get Ben and Socrates to keep Waffles company. Yeah,
clan will
Midge's
grow.
future is just straight up Willard.
Your
Tear it
dad
up, Socrates.
wins some weird contest and inherits a weird house
of
on the
rats.
side of a mountain.
I don't see the issue here. That's what I hope for my real life. Okay.
Escape plan made.
Right. So, afternoon.
Afternoon.
You guys have
Oh, I'm
lunch?
sorry. I thought we were
good afternoon.
having an exchange.
How polite. Good evening.
Some weather we've been having.
Yep.
Monocles for everyone.
I'll take two.
You would not take two? You don't want to make a spectacle of yourself?
Well done, sir. Well done.
If this was Savage World, you get a Benny. That was worth it.
I'll give you one later.
All right. So, after lunch, unless you guys wanted to do anything at lunch,
Eat.
very good.
Still confused about why you need to eat, but
It is confusing and upsetting, but it's tater tot day, so F off.
I'm going to enjoy these tater tots.
I don't know how or why any of this works the way it does, but they're goddamn tater tots.
So, right after lunch, your next class is going to be band.
Okay.
You walk into the band room, and like right as the bell's ringing to have everybody finish lunch and move on to the next class, out of one of the like sound isolation practice rooms, you know, that band rooms all have. Maybe you all don't know that because you didn't grow up with a band director as a dad, but they do. And out of one of those comes the girl that you met the other day.
Oh wait, hey, don't I have band with you because you made Crash join band?
You do
I
drums?
thought
Yeah,
we
you do.
established that.
Yes.
I'm not trying to like just jump
No,
in
no,
on
no.
your scene. I'm
No,
like,
no,
because I really want
No,
to see
bring it.
this.
Chris was like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit there and go. And she comes out and she's like, "Oh, hi.
Hi.
I didn't know you
Your
were here."
band.
Yeah. Well, I just transferred.
Oh. We just got a new band teacher, so this is a really good time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, she's new to me too because I just got here. So
Oh, yeah.
it's cool.
Uh-huh.
So I guess nobody has the head start then.
Yeah, no. No, we just started.
Crash is like trying to look at Danny's face, like, what the hell is going on?
And you can see this girl, like, kind of gives you a weird look as
Yeah.
you're like, you've got that kind of smile.
Yeah.
Like, I imagine it's just a tickled smile.
Oh
you
yeah,
have.
he's just like, this is so goofy. What is going on? Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, so cool. I didn't know you were in this band class.
Yeah, I'm Danny.
Maggie,
Oh, Maggie.
right? From
yeah.
the store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember.
Okay. And hi,
Hi.
I'm Maggie.
I'm Crash.
Oh,
What do you... oh, right. Maggie plays ukulele.
Oh, cool. I played drums.
He plays drums.
nice.
Yeah. They make me carry the big drum around the field. Anyway, I gotta go. So I'm just gonna turn around and walk back out.
No,
I'll leave my bag and
He's-
stuff there, but I'm just leaving.
Like, you actually physically have to push your way past some of the other kids that are starting
Yeah.
to come in.
Excuse me.
So it's
It's all right.
like a salmon upriver.
No, I think they're more surprised. They're like, "What? Wow!" Because I just pushed them out of the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Like, what?
Like, I am going.
Yeah.
did you transfer from Franklin?
No, I just moved here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I grew up in Vancouver.
Cool.
Vancouver, Washington,
She's not real
or the
either.
made-up place.
That's exactly why I said it. Because all significant others have to be from Canada.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wish you could meet my girlfriend.
My girlfriend who lives in Canada.
But yeah, so I just moved here, so I don't know where Franklin is.
It's the other school across.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I moved into this neighborhood.
Oh, okay. Cool. Cool.
She's like, well, where do you sit?
Usually up front over here because I play the keyboard. I play the piano.
Oh,
But I mean, I usually play the guitar. But in class I have to play the piano because the electricity.
So painful.
oh, well, okay.
So pure.
Thank you, Nick.
Nick is the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes.
Do we have assigned seats? Or
Not.
I wish I was there. I'm not there.
No. What did we say? Our new teacher is Mrs. Williams.
Williams, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I remembered that, even though I lost my notes page.
No relation to John Williams.
Yeah. Mrs. Williams hasn't done anything. She just calls roll, and then you just raise your hand, and she knows where everyone is. But you don't have. I mean, a lot of us like to sit in the same spot all the time because you make friends and you want to talk to them and stuff. But you don't have to sit next to anyone or anything. But
okay. So she kind of turns and walks up and sits in the general vicinity of the piano, not right next to it,
right.
but kind of close enough that it's in the same zone.
Okay. Danny will go and sit in his normal seat over there.
And the rest of the kids are all filing in.
Is she behind? Is she, behind me.
because the
sort
piano's
of?
probably up against the wall,
Right.
And because it's probably not an actual grand piano for
Right,
a
right.
band room, but yeah. So so she's sort of behind where you are.
And then, so I kind of look back, and then also notice Crash's bag is in the middle of the.
Just in the middle of the walkway.
floor.
Yeah.
So
Right.
look
To
over
be
and
fair,
I,
this is the first time that's happened.
right,
Probably not.
yeah. So I run over and I grab Crash's bag and bring it back, and then spend the class kind of
And like you hear her, and she's kind of introducing herself. Like she's pretty outgoing. She's talking to the rest of the people in the area, like, "Oh, hi, I'm new," you know, that kind of a thing. There was a problem because Mrs. Williams didn't call her name for roll, so she like had to be the like, "You didn't call my name."
Yeah,
And
no,
then
so,
there's
so
like
I
the,
think...
oh well, I guess I didn't get the updated list, or
Yeah. Danny has been, like, listening diligently for every name to get the last name.
What's a good last name?
No.
Leahy.
Matson.
Sure, Maggie Leahy. That's good enough. The only thing that was popping into my head was Smith, and I'm like, that's
Yeah.
awesome because she's rad, but yeah, no.
But not this time.
Was it
Can
the
you
gal-
imagine if he fell in love with Maggie Smith?
Wait, no. I was thinking the girl from Walking Dead, whose real name is not Maggie.
Oh,
No, Maggie Smith is most well known now for being Professor McGonagall
Oh,
in the Harry
duh.
Potter movie, and,
Okay, brain fart.
and the
And
Dowager.
a crash moment.
Yeah, Downton Abbey.
Yeah, amazing actress.
I like that. Just at a crash moment. That's
Yeah.
the new vernacular.
Cool. So when you do get back into class,
Uh-huh.
you see she's sitting kind of over there,
Yeah.
and like, yeah, and you can see that he keeps going like,
Is this before lunch?
this is just after lunch.
All right.
Because they tend to do more of the elective classes in the afternoon.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. So anything else happening?
nope.
Nope.
The band is a real funky band, man.
I'm trying to think, like, what Danny plays in the actual, like, marching band, because obviously there's not a piano.
Guitar.
The marching guitar.
Yeah.
Well, you might do like xylophone, like percussion.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's probably being strapped on xylophone thingy. Okay,
That'd
cool.
be rad.
All right. Anything anybody else wants to have happen in the afternoon before school's out?
No.
Cool. The bell rings. Children begin to flee to the buses and to the bike racks. And you all have a plan to not walk out front.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
you're all good on that front?
Yeah. Although, actually, if I see Crash, I'm going to be like, just in case, let me go outside first and make sure that they didn't put anybody out back for any reason.
Okay, thanks.
So I'm going to go outside and just scope around real quick to make sure.
It is easy for you to wander around and not even look vaguely suspicious.
Sure.
And true to their word, you see the two guys and they're sitting in their cruiser with milkshakes. And they're just sitting there and talking to each other. And
Yeah.
they're like, oh, school's out. And like they roll down the window and you see the one guy and he's kind of looking around. But that's
Yeah.
all out front.
Yeah, go back in. Yeah, if we go out the back, it's fine.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
God damn, I love this
Okay.
beer.
What is it?
What is it?
It's the one with the ancho chilies in it.
Oh.
What?
Ooh.
What?
Oh.
Oh, I know. I want to try
It
this.
doesn't sound
For
like my
science.
thing.
Oh man.
It's from my local microbrewery. Well, getting to be bigger than micro.
May I try it as well?
Oh my god, that's amazing! It's spicy beer. That's all
Ooh,
I've
it's
ever
got
wanted
cocoa
in my
nibs.
life. That's amazing.
So doubtful.
It's good.
I love it.
That's delicious.
Yeah,
Dang it.
that's great.
So many opinions that are agreeing.
Macho Ancho Dark Ale with ancho chilies, piloncillo sugar, cinnamon, and cocoa nibs.
It's real good. Although that can art is hilarious. Because it looks like a trap. It looks like it's going to
Oh
be
my
beer
God,
that tastes like
so
nachos. It does. It looks like I expected
I'll try one
nacho
later.
flavored
Thanks.
beer.
Right, yeah,
It
yeah,
does,
yeah.
yeah.
Like it's going to be weird nacho
Like
cheesy
cheese beer.
Oh.
Yeah. It just makes me happy inside.
It's awesome.
All right. You successfully make it away from
Sorry,
school.
beer cast.
Yeah, well, everybody expects it.
Yeah.
So, And you're heading back to your houses, or
No, we were gonna go to what's their cookies house?
The Scott's house.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought that's what we were doing. We were going to
well,
the
you
Scott
probably
house.
wait.
Are you
School
gonna wait
probably
until
gets
dark?
out,
Yeah.
earlier than
Are we
they
gonna
get
at
home
least
from
go
work.
scope it out though?
It's good idea
yeah.
to have a plan.
Yeah, I mean, we could
Do a-
ride by on the
do a
way.
reconnaissance.
and-
Especially like if the badge is inside, like we just see where waffles could even get in.
Yeah, I mean, they gotta have some vents or something.
Does the time we're walking up to the bike racks and everything, do I see Maggie?
You probably see her as she's leaving, and you see her going out to get on a bus.
Okay.
But you
Okay.
can tell it's her because she's got like the ukulele handle sticking up.
Right.
Out
Are
of
you
her
like
backpack.
obviously staring off in the distance?
A little bit.
Danny,
What?
what are you looking at?
Nothing?
Maggie from band class.
What?
Who?
Nothing!
What? Oh my god.
Just, there's a new student, and
Uh-huh.
we welcomed her band class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And you just wanted to double check how she gets home after school, huh?
She's
Make sure she gets on the bus safe?
just moved to the city, and I want to make sure that she doesn't get lost.
They were
or
having a
anything.
whole long conversation.
Are we stealing this badge or what?
There's a
I
couple of
don't
kids that are
know.
like,
I don't know. I was going to ask you the same thing, Mr. Puppy Dog Eyes looking at the bus.
What instrument does she play?
Ukulele.
Well, that's kind of cool,
She
actually.
also plays this tiny little guitar.
That's a ukulele.
Why didn't you tell me that? I look stupid now.
I love you, dude. She was outside the record store the other day when we went home.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I think you
What?
told them about that, or did you not?
I don't think he did.
Oh, I don't.
I don't
remember.
think I did
No.
either.
That's cool.
Oh.
Hey, look at the time. So we should go take care of this badge car
Well,
thing.
Midge has just
What-
got the biggest shit-eating grin, and she's just smiling at Daddy.
what part of town do the Scots live in? Is it near us? Or?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah?
That's why she recognized the car.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it wouldn't be weird to, like, bike by there on our way home.
Yeah.
Not overly
If we go
weird.
fast, we might be able to get there before Emily does, and look around without looking like creeps.
Oh, I guarantee that's going to happen anyway.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, well,
but we should do it quickly.
yeah.
So let's go.
All right, say goodbye to your girlfriend, Danny. Let's go.
She's not my girlfriend. She's just, a new person at school. It's hard to make friends. I'm pedaling really hard.
It's easy if you have all the right parts.
Cassie, we talked about this. Context is important.
What? Robots are friends too.
It just sounds real creepy.
All right.
Yeah, Midge just continues to just like beam at Daddy because this is just hilarious. Imagine he's like super flushed.
Oh, yeah.
I have a feeling that secretly she's also just super happy everybody stopped talking about CPR.
Yes, that's actually exactly what she's happy about. Is like, yes, now there's something else. we had fake kid come visit Cassie. We've had this now, so everyone can stop talking about the CPR. So it's great.
All right. So if you guys want to try and really book and get over there before Emily might get home, I'll need body move rolls.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You guys mind if I open that?
You-
I might have some to share.
Should do
Sure.
that.
Sure, and then I've got a lot in that too.
Yeah, I'm very good. I've crash levels.
Okay, so I've got an extra one.
You can allocate that after other people roll.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
You
Well,
guys are all rolling together.
I've got one extra one.
And I have 2 as well.
Yeah, okay.
So
Yay.
we're definitely going to be all covered.
The
Yeah.
group is fine.
But if everyone gets a 6, then I can show off.
Yes.
I did not.
Reroll.
That
Oh,
one.
Yeah.
He has his rule.
I know.
It's fair.
It burns me
Ooh.
as much as it
Holy.
does me.
Whoa!
I'm not the one showing off today. Somebody's got a little extra boost. A
Yeah.
little pep in their step.
Yes. A little love to just buoy you through the day.
Well, good, because I got no successes.
Meanwhile, we're like, come on,
All right.
Cassie, keep up.
So who's giving one to Cassie?
I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So each of you got one, so you're doing fine.
Cassie, pedal like a robot.
Like you.
With your extra
Get that rhythm.
speed,
Yeah.
Yes.
you don't have to give one to another kid. You can either impress someone or no one notices you.
Crash has been such an insufferable show-off with his athletic skills, so I'm going to try and be impressive to Crash.
Nice.
Because, Mr. Like, oh, she's not good at sneaking, and she's just going to...
I knew that was going to come back. One time, 8
Midge
episodes
never
ago.
forgets. Neither does Mac.
All right. With your bonus
extras,
2,
yeah.
you can impress somebody or no one notices you.
I'm alternating riding with no hands.
Oh, okay.
Like balancing, and then also riding, popped up long
wheelies.
long
Maybe
wheelies.
right
Yeah.
as a particular yellow bus goes by.
That's
That's
what I was just
exactly what was
thinking.
going to happen.
I'm like,
Yes.
he's going to impress Maggie.
So you guys get to the
Yes,
the
that's what I was
sidewalk,
thinking.
and you start going down the sidewalk, and you're all going.
I love
you guys
it,
are
you guys.
trucking along, and you're kind of like you're speeding in front, and then you like slow down, and you're like, "What's going on?" And then you speed up again, just to taunt him. And then you get out to the curb, and you're like, "Seriously, guys, it doesn't mean anything." And you're like, whoosh, and then the bus goes by, and right out the window, and like makes total eye contact, and is totally like, that's not bad, face. Yeah. So you have successfully impressed someone important.
I impressed Crash, and that was not important. Clearly.
Well, I'm dutifully impressed.
But with your second success, I can even make it that the group just looks like a group of kids riding home.
Sure.
So
Yeah, let's
nobody
do that.
else notices anything weird about your group. You're fine.
Well, yeah, everyone's looking at him.
Yeah,
and not,
he's showboating and
Yeah.
Yeah, the wanted kid or the weird kid. Or, yeah.
it's all good. Cool. So you guys get to the neighborhood.
And also Cassie's there.
And also me.
You're there before Emily gets home. You know that you actually know that Emily does ride the bus, so it'll be a little
Okay.
while before she gets here.
Cool.
You pull in. They don't live in a cul-de-sac like you guys, but they live on one of the main streets.
Okay.
Cool, at least it won't be too busy.
Well, it's still a suburban neighborhood
Yeah.
in Boulder City, Nevada. It's not
Yeah,
like
that's true.
it's not like they live right next to the 10 freeway or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you do get there, and out in the front yard across the street, there's this old guy, like grandfather age old guy, and he is mowing the lawn across the street
Yeah.
with one of those, like the twisting blade mowers, the manual push
Yeah.
job, and he's mowing the lawn across the street in a full-on like long sleeve shirt and tie with like the 1960s thin black tie and a tie
Sure.
clip, and he's mowing the lawn.
Okay.
That's not good.
But that's the only thing out of the ordinary in the neighborhood. There's no cars in the driveway at the Scott house.
I've got an idea while you three look around. And I just peel off to go right
Don't
at-
kick anyone.
Don't kick him.
I'm gonna
No
ride
kicking.
as they're telling me not to kick this guy. I'm gonna ride right up to the guy who's mowing the lawn. And you said he was older, right?
Yeah.
The older guy?
Grandfather.
Yeah. I was like, hey, can I finish that up for you?
He's like, oh no, thank you though. It's fine.
No, I mean, I really don't mind. I just live up the street, and it's hot out. It's not, but it's
Full suit.
That's Crash's explanation.
That's mighty kind of you. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you head on inside, and I'll finish up out here.
Okay. And he kind of leaves the mower to you, like because you have to hold it up or it just falls down.
Yeah.
So he holds it up until you get off your bike.
I'm familiar with it. I'm very personally familiar with this mower.
I feel like there's some trauma to be
Yeah,
uncovered.
it sounds like a grudge.
Anyone that's ever used one is traumatized.
Yeah, actually, that's true. I used one too.
Fucking worst. But yeah, I'm just gonna give them the
And he kind of walks up and goes in the house, and you can hear him, and he starts talking to somebody in the house, like, "Oh,
Yeah.
this is a real nice boy out here."
Okay, I'm not real sneaky, so I could keep an eye out while you guys.
Well, are there?
Look?
Well, I don't think we're doing like the full on. We're gonna.
No, you're gonna
Yeah, we're just
look,
gonna
right?
look. Yeah, I figure we're just like hanging around. Are there cars in the driveway? Is
Nope.
there a garage?
There's a garage. I mean, it looks very similar to one of your houses. It's a 2-story job
Yeah.
with a garage underneath where some bedrooms are
Yeah.
probably at.
Yeah. So I mean, until our parents come home, I mean, we're not going to be able to steal much. But yeah, I guess maybe I'm going to go look for areas that Waffles could get into a house.
Okay. So let's see. Let's do a mind investigate.
Okay. So I actually have a lot for that.
And Danny and Cassie can help with that
Okay,
All right.
if you want to get
Yes.
a bonus die from each of them.
I will
Yeah.
help.
What about Waffles? Like actually, like having.
Yeah, well,
Waffles help
using waffles is your it's
Okay.
plus 2, right?
Yeah. So I have
Item.
all the dice.
It's gonna be too
Yay.
many.
It's gonna be too many
I'm telling you,
dice.
that's what
laugh in the
happens.
face of the fates.
All right, are you guys gonna help me
Yeah.
out too?
I'll
Cool.
help.
Let's throw a couple more dice in there. Yeah, these are all gonna be garbage.
You
It's
can
gonna be
do
great.
it. Come on, Waffles.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. So there's one.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
One
Hey,
success.
that's what I'm saying.
Too many
It's
dice,
too
but
many
they're
dice.
still a success.
Too many
So
dice.
you can ask 2 questions about the house and waffle type infiltration.
Waffletration. Wait, that sounds like something else. I'm sorry I said that.
Sort of a Waffle House. Yep. I did that.
So let's see. Is there a safe entrance that Waffles can get into the house?
It looks like Waffles could walk. I think there's some Pocky left,
What?
or there's P-Joy,
I don't know
which
what
is
that
like
is.
a weird green tea stuffed little sticks.
Ooh, that
What?
sounds delicious.
No,
But they
that's
might
what
have
I want.
eaten
all.
I want whatever the thing
Can I
was that
have
was being
some-
described.
Which thing?
If
I
they're
don't know what
P-Joy?
other things there are.
no, those are the
No.
oolong tea candies.
Ooh.
Oh, I'll try one of
Oh,
those.
yeah, it's
Okay.
like that.
They're super good, actually.
And then for Gretchen Wiener's
The
pie.
P-Joys are about the same type of bag as the Pocky and size.
I only
Maybe
see,
we ate them all.
I only see.
Okay, well,
yeah.
fine.
Oh,
I'll
is
eat,
it?
I'll
Oh
eat
no,
a-
this is some sort of bubble gum.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nope.
Fine, I'll eat a Pocky then, Cod. Whatever.
Gosh,
Jeez.
eat a Pocky.
Nice.
So I get one more.
Yes. So
Okay.
there is a way for Waffles that can kind of. It's a stucco house,
Uh-huh.
so Waffles is actually pretty good at climbing up the side of the stucco. And then, like, when you let him climb, he gets up to the top and sees that there's a spot where he can get into the attic
Okay.
space, like the crawl space. It's not really a full attic, but, you know, he can get up there and do his thing.
How good is my line of sight within the house? Like, if I was trying to keep an eye out, or, you know, like, basically, like, how many windows are in this house where I could kind of peek and go, like, okay, that's where a bag is or something, to try and, like, hey, Waffles, that's the thing to go after. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It looks like there's a big window, sort of. So, like, the garage is sort of the first thing you see in front of the house, and then you'd have to walk sort of along the edge of the garage to get to the front door.
Yeah.
The front door has, like, that half moon at the top, so you could kind of peek in there. And then there's a big front window that looks like it looks into a dining room.
Okay.
And right now the curtains are open, but I don't know what happens at night.
Okay. Okay.
Unless you want to try and go around to the back of the house.
Is it easy? Is it gated off? Or
Yeah, it looks like similar to your houses. There's a side gate that you can get into the backyard, but it is.
But even from the front, you could kind of tell like that there's windows and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to be able to keep an eye on my poor waffles.
Sure.
Well, waffles could get in there and can keep an eye out, but it's gonna have to be quick.
Is there a lock on the gate, or is it just a latch?
There probably is
Like
not a
reach
lock.
around behind and
Yeah,
just
it's
hit
probably
the
one
latch?
of those. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really thrilled about sending waffles in there, but if this is the only way to do it, we have to wait till they get home, though.
Yeah, if we come back, like when it's dinner time, they'll be busy eating dinner and probably won't be like wandering around the house, maybe?
Hopefully, but hopefully they'll all be in one spot, because eating dinner and not everybody's really great with rats, so...
Or we could come back after they're asleep.
But then we still need time to get it over to Daff.
Yeah.
That's true. I guess we could come ask him to come
And
get
if
it.
I'm not home, and my dad's still hanging out, he's been really good the past couple of days, and I kind of don't want to ruin that.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I guess we just hang out for a few hours and come back.
that sounds like a plan.
I'm going to go to the record shop for a while or something.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't think Jack will mind if we hang out there.
Jack never minds when we hang out there.
So, if that's where you guys are heading, when you kind of power through the lawn.
And by the way, his lines have never been straighter.
No. You actually do that like diamond grid crosshatch.
Yeah.
The quality. So as you're finishing up, like they're kind of finishing up.
Yeah.
The guy comes out and he's like, "This is amazing! Like, thank you so much."
Oh, that's okay, Mister. Do I know who this guy is?
You probably don't.
No, okay,
Yeah.
A little bit of waffles.
Oh, is there a picture of it?
In like a
Oh.
Mission Impossible
Yeah.
outfit.
No,
That's right,
it's
yeah.
Mission and Waffleable.
Nice. So yeah, I'm just like, well, no problem. I just don't want to see you having a
Cool. And
do
like
it.
he comes out and he like gives you like the thanks clap on the back kind of a thing, and then
Sure.
he's like, and then he reaches in his pocket and he pulls out $5.
Oh no, that's okay. I mean, if you want me to come back and do it next time, sure. I just live up the street.
Well, sure, but please, you helped out. Like that's the least I can do.
Oh no, that's all right.
Well,
Thanks though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks,
What was your name?
Mr. Jacoby.
Okay, Mr. Jacoby. My name's Jackson, and
Well, nice to meet you.
I'm
Jack.
I'm hoping this summer to mow lawns for money. So
Well, you're welcome to come back anytime.
okay, thanks.
Amazing.
Nice job. Dan's a little impressed that you had a good lie.
All of Crash's lies are good.
What are they?
Well, in his mind,
Yeah, that's
From
the
a certain
problem.
point of view.
yeah. From his point of view.
Thanks, Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are heading to the record store to hang out. You get over there. There's a few kids from there's a couple of high school kids that are in there. There's probably a couple of kids that are very much like the heavy metal kids, right? So they're over in the corner and they're going through the
Nice.
pile of tapes from in that section that's not really that well organized because it's not your jam.
Right.
So
Does this place have those 3 stations with the big old headphones where you can go and listen to the thing? And
totally, yeah, it's got that.
So, Danny, when are you going to invite Maggie to join the band?
Wait, is that
She's
her
just
out
a-
front?
Where? I know my cue.
Never
Just
mind.
starts laughing her ass
It
off.
was somebody else. Sorry, Danny. I thought it was her.
No, just
There's like a 60-year-old
Guys.
woman with her laundry basket going to the laundromat next door
A
going by.
redhead.
right.
Yeah.
Maggie's redhead, right?
Sure,
I
yeah.
thought I remembered you saying that. I just made it up, I guess.
Maybe.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Is that okay, Nick?
Yeah, no, it's
I
great.
didn't mean to, like...
No.
All right.
Midge is just absolutely tickled by this whole thing.
Just-
If you guys are hanging out here for a little while,
Yeah.
if any of you have any conditions, you're all good. But I don't think you do.
I think I'm good for now.
Is painfully embarrassed a condition?
Write it in.
The sixth
I'll take an
condition.
extra condition.
He went straight
Flaming
to broken.
red. Yeah. Did you check your mic?
What?
Yeah.
Thanks.
So, Jack is happy to see you guys when you get in there. It's a little bit busy though right now in like the after school time, so like he's not really chatty or
Right.
anything. He's just kind of ringing up some people and that kind of thing. You probably hear a couple of kids talking a bit about the whole horrible Peter thing, because that's the big gossipy news of the day, you know. And like, did you find out? Do you hear anything? Did you know what happened? And it's no, I don't know. He was at school on Friday, and that kind of a deal.
Is there a phone in the back that we're allowed to use, or is that probably
Yeah,
not?
there's
Yeah.
probably one in the back room. I mean,
Okay.
allowed in that you're allowed in the back room, and
Yeah,
he's never going
right.
to give a shit. Sure.
As long as it's not long distance.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, yeah.
Well, maybe I should just call my dad at work, though, so we can know what happened.
Yeah, if you think calling him will work.
Do you think they listen in on the calls?
Oh,
Yeah, what if he can't talk at work?
that's a good point.
Might be better to ask him at home.
I'll ask him later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Midge is still just smiling at Daddy.
Second British Invasion goes over here. Post-punk new wave goes over here. Come on, guys, it's not hard.
She leans over at Cassie's like, I really hope Maggie likes the ones that are kind of neurotic.
She looked like she was smiling at him when we passed the bus, though.
Totally was.
Yeah, she saw that wheelie. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. You probably have to be a little bit, what you said, to play a tiny guitar like that. It seems like you have to be really picky.
Yeah, Crash.
It looks harder to play.
It does.
I'm not even going to try with this one.
Stop. It's not.
So, are you guys going in the back to have band practice, or
I mean, we could totally fit one
Yeah.
in. I mean,
Yeah.
Tuesday's our normal day, but sounds like we might miss it if there's some sort of robot revolt. So we
Yeah.
should do that.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom Party. Robot Freedom Party.
What do you guys think about Robot Revolt as a name?
I really like that.
You know she's going to want any name that you suggest that has robot in it, right, Danny?
It's a cool name.
It is a cool name.
it's a little punky for you?
It's going to change in 5 minutes.
Right,
anyway.
it's cool. I'm just saying.
Cassie is definitely in favor of that. Also, now that I sold the Speak and Spell, I have to figure out a new instrument to play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can work up a synth pretty easy.
Yeah.
I feel. I'm just waiting for. I was just waiting for Midge to say, "How about the ukulele?"
How do you feel about really small guitars?
I feel like someone else should play them.
Probably.
Yeah, but we could use one of those in the band, don't you
Totally.
think? You guys?
I think that would be great. It would really balance us out.
Uh-huh.
We have what we need in the band, guys.
Technically, you don't have anybody playing strings.
It's true.
You have
Yeah.
a guitar, a drummer, a synth player, and a singer.
Yeah. That sounds very 80s.
So, like, a ukulele added into that makes it the best.
yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Do you play the guitar? You just don't want to? Or you don't actually play the guitar?
That's a really good question. I don't know. I would say no. He probably doesn't play the guitar.
Okay.
He probably he plays piano. He plays keyboard.
It's too mainstream.
Well, you probably, like, your knowledge of how to play the piano was a thing from childhood with your mom in the house.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
So, like, that probably just translated into, like, the guitar's cool.
Right. Right.
It's
Right.
the
Right.
teenage version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Right. And the family just kind of goes along with it because they're like, sure,
Okay,
whatever.
Yeah.
He really loves it, but as long as he practices scales on the real piano, we don't care. He's walking around with this guitar strapped to his back all the time.
They didn't buy you an amp.
Right.
Can't actually play it at home.
No, I've got the adapter for the headphones.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
You're all good that way.
Yeah.
Speaking
1/8
of
inch into the 1/4 inch.
Speaking of scales, when you guys come back to the band room, I think Crash is doing scales on a guitar because Jack showed him the scales, right? So he's just, you know, like,
He's like fucking Yngwie Malmsteen over there.
yeah. He doesn't know how to do more than scales, but he's like, oh, okay, I've got this part. What's next?
Crash, did you just learn how to play the guitar?
No, Jack showed me the scales. So I know the notes.
Oh, cool.
Is that what they're called?
Hold on. Listen to this. Montage of 80s guitarists.
You gotta show them the music videos, though, so we can see what they're doing.
Oh no,
That's
don't
the
show
trick.
them the music videos.
yes.
Oh,
No.
yes.
Show them the music videos.
Because that's actually that's canon. It's all about you observe the movements.
Yeah.
So like I don't know if we actually talked about it in the game, but like in my notes at one point I wrote about like Crash is a pretty good drummer for all the songs that he's seen the music video where it focuses on the drummer.
Yeah.
And the parts where it's focused
So
on
there's
the
like
guitar
sections
solo.
that he's really good at.
yeah,
Like,
and then
gets
sections
kinda
that he's
crashy.
just
This is where I kind of have
close,
to like
but he's
figure
not.
it out, and it's harder. I mean,
So, like-
at some point he will assimilate the skill of drumming, but it's the part that's easy for him doesn't really teach him anything.
Right.
So, because he's just copying.
So you're just trying to learn how to get from between the parts you know.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, Jack showed him scales. Like, I could do that perfectly. But the rest of it then gets complicated.
Well, as perfectly as Jack does.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I guess we do band practice
Yep.
until it's late enough
You're
to go
super
back.
good at Phil Collins songs.
Oh, no. Why couldn't he be a Prince fan?
All right. So cool. You guys play around for a while, and then head home for dinner, I assume?
Yeah, I
I'm
guess we
skipping
probably
out on that
have to
stuff.
check in for dinner at least.
Oh, that's good, and I can talk
Yeah.
to my dad.
Oh, yeah, you can talk to your dad. That's a good idea.
And see if my dad came back again tonight. It'd be weird.
Yeah, you can have dinner at my place if your dad's not there.
I don't know. He might be. I don't know anymore.
I don't know if that is specifically made fan art, but if not, it's like that was a hell of a Google search if it wasn't
should be.
specifically
Yeah.
made fan art here.
Holy
Wow.
shit!
For those of you listening at home, someone in chat sent us a picture of Waffles the rat eating a waffle standing on a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I want that.
That's
wish
pretty
that-
great.
With the tag at the bottom that says, because irony is funny.
I want that to be fan art for this show real bad.
Well, I mean, it kind of is, even if they didn't mean it that
Even if
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if it's unintentional.
Post fan art.
Yeah.
Oh, it was commissioned, so yes.
Oh, awesome.
Awesome. Thank you
Nice.
very much,
thank you so
Wyatt
much.
Nerdy.
That's amazing.
so great.
That's cool.
Oh my god.
All right. So Dinner time. At your house, your dad is not there,
Okay.
but
Like, Midge wasn't fully expecting it, but is also a little crestfallen.
I get it, and I'm sorry. But
You're a jackass, Kadave, that's what I'm
Yeah, that's-
saying.
because I can only have so many good endings
Right?
in one show.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I figured eventually we get back to all of that being sucked out of Midge's
Right,
life.
yeah,
I
yeah.
was just waiting for it to happen.
Oh,
That balance has tipped away again.
Oh.
Yep, that sounds about
You
right.
see all the goodness sliding right down the teeter-totter.
Yeah.
But no. Your dad is not home, but he has left a message on the machine that he had to go into work because
Kick the guy in the nuts.
because a couple of deputies had to work a morning shift, so they didn't have enough coverage for the night. So he's
Damn
not
it,
gonna be home,
Crash!
tonight, but he knows that there's tons of leftovers from
Yeah.
yesterday. Because, like, when you guys ordered takeout, like, he way over-ordered.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I'm
20
feeding a
people.
family of 6.
Yeah.
I think he's probably, anytime he orders it, he's ordering for the station. So mentally he's thinking like, oh, that's perfectly reasonable.
Yeah,
that
we need
there's-
5 pizzas.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so Midge will go ahead and help herself to some leftovers, but it's still, like, the fact that he called and even let her know was kind of cool.
Dinner at Cassie's house
Yes.
is fairly normal.
Yeah.
Like, your mom's at work.
Oh, okay.
She got to feeling better and went off to work in the late morning, so she's not home yet.
Okay.
But your dad's home. During the day, it seems like your dad actually stayed home from work today. Because you now have a brand new, real nice looking French door with those mullions in the door
Ooh.
instead of a sliding glass door in the
Cool.
At least it's not a French-Canadian door, because those aren't real.
back. It's all an illusion.
So you say.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the people from Canada are real.
No, I don't-
Daddy's becoming convinced.
I disbelieve.
One of us. One of us.
And you can see that there's some spots where, like, some obvious work has been done, like, on some drywall in places. Like,
Okay.
it looks like they've started to install that security stuff.
Okay.
So, like, there's a place cut. Like, the keypad's not in place yet, but there's
Yeah.
a hole now and some wires hanging out and that kind of thing. And you can kind of glance around and you see that, like, all the doors and windows have those little magnetic sensors
Yeah.
for if one of them opens, that kind of a thing.
Okay. Well, like, while the thing is open, I'm gonna like make a quick sketch of like what the wiring looks like, just in case for
You can
later.
absolutely
you know.
do that. Your dad will happily microwave you TV dinner.
Yeah. It's good. Better be the one with the brownie.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Is my dad like chatty or is he pretty?
I mean, a little. Like, he's
Distracted?
talky, but not. Mainly, like, while the dinner's cooking in
Yeah.
the microwave kind of a thing. But he kind of talks about, like, oh, yeah, they did a lot of work today, and we got the new door put in the back, and
Yeah, the door looks nice, Dad. Looks pretty cool. Looks like the security system is getting started too.
yeah. Should be
Neat.
a few more days before they get it all finished. But
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. That'll be nice, I guess. So we're having. Did you hear about the assembly we're having on Wednesday?
No,
A kid from our school died.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like over the weekend they said.
Oh, that's terrible.
Do you know Peter? Well, I don't remember what his last name is.
Peter, horrible.
Peter, come horrible.
No.
Oh, we're the
no,
horrible
he's
ones.
He's like, no, I didn't. I don't think I knew him.
No. Oh.
He's not. Well, he wasn't one of your friends, was he?
No. I mean, we didn't really know him very well. I've seen him a few times, but like we just saw him the other day, and he looked fine, I guess.
Yeah, that's
Weird.
a shame. I'm really
yeah,
sorry on
they
it.
didn't tell us what happened to him or anything. It was weird.
Like, he kind of comes over and, like, tries to give you the, like, consolation hug, but it's awkward because he's,
Uh-huh.
like, not an emotionally connected person.
Yeah.
So he's like,
Yeah. But he doesn't like. Does he seem he doesn't seem suspicious?
It's not suspicious.
or
it's
like.
literally just, like,
Okay.
it's totally in character for your dad. Like,
Okay.
It's the like, yeah, I work with robots and
I don't know how to people. Do you need a hug?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
Executing
meme. The
hug,
guy
not EXE.
got his hands held out to an awkward side hug, and it says, "Is this comfort?"
Yes. Yeah. Okay. But it's not the like. Oh no.
Like, oh, that's a terrible shame that a
Terrible.
kid named Peter would die in a horrible
who
experiment.
would know about anything?
Oh no! I mean, accident,
accident.
not no. It's not like
Okay.
that at all.
Okay. Just checking.
Although that would have been kind of awesome to make your dad like a creepy supervillain. But
Yeah.
I mean, runs in the family, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
gotta get it from somewhere.
you're on your way.
Your mom is at work. Maybe it's not your dad that's a supervillain.
That's true. It could be her. I do have two parents. Okay.
Oh damn! That's some rough.
Yeah.
Unintentional.
Crap.
That was unintentional shade.
Yeah.
What? Why?
I didn't even remember that. Oh my god.
Wow.
Okay, so this has been great. I have to go literally anywhere else. Holy shit.
Sorry, Midge. Oof.
It wasn't
All right.
Crash that said the thing.
Cool.
Yeah, unintentional shade.
Over at Danny's house,
Yes.
your sister's not home for dinner. Your mom is home, and your dad is not. But you have leftover steak and stuff from last night because he brought a lot.
We have fajitas. We're gonna eat them.
Sure you do.
The fajita song. Everyone knows that.
Like, yeah.
Oh,
Clearly, we just wanted to know if you knew the
Everyone.
fajita
That's a song.
but dinner passes fairly well. Your mom's looking better. Like she's pretty. She doesn't look super exhausted and kind of tired anymore.
Okay.
She's kind of back to her normal self. And like, she's not real talkative, but like, you can tell, like the flowers in the vase got new water today, and the house has been cleaned up pretty well, and that kind of stuff.
So, what are you working on, Mom? Like, at work? We haven't talked in a while.
I don't remember what your mom did.
She works at the Loop somewhere, but we never
does.
established what.
Okay. I remember she worked there, but I didn't
Yeah.
remember if we talked about anything.
No.
Good. Good. I'm glad my drinky brain is not that wrong. So,
Sorry, you said drinky brain. I just imagine like the X-ray of your head is one of those little drinky birds, and they just stopped for a second, and then went back into the water.
that's when I have to run by and tap it again to get it to keep going.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Okay, oh, yeah, okay, all right, we're good. We're good. Everything's working. She's like, the project I've been working on, we just had our lead scientist transfer out. So things are kind of up in the air, but they'll find something else if we're not working on that anymore.
Are you going to be up for that job?
Maybe. I don't know if they're going to continue the project or not yet.
What project?
Well, I can't really talk about it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't want no details. I know that it's secret and everything, but
But yeah, it's been a project that this lady's been working on for a while, but now she's transferred back to some other place. I think back in DC. I'm not sure. So I don't know if the project's going to continue with her gone, or if she took it with her. I'll get onto something else, or what. I'll find out probably this week sometime.
Okay.
I just took today off to kind of finish resting up and get the house back together.
Right. No, it's good to see you home, though.
Well, it's good to see you too. And she's kind of... She doesn't seem really want to talk about feelings. Like she's purposely trying to avoid them. Like she has a better handle on what the feelings are than Cassie's dad, but like she's purposely trying to keep sidestepping away from those discussions. But
I mean, if we can pretend everything's fine, why not?
that's the #1 policy around
Yeah.
here for sure. But yeah, other than that, unless there's anything...
No, I was just, wondering if you were working on robots or something, because those are kind of cool.
No, I don't do robots.
Okay. Or, super soldiers or anything? Danny being subtle.
Smooth.
I think you could do a heart charm.
Okay. I would love to do a heart charm.
And that will figure out if she is...
If I can kind of,
If you can kind of notice if she has any reaction to what you're saying.
Oh my.
Ooh.
2 successes.
Rock on.
It's the 2 different dice, too. That's funny.
They're not ringers at all.
Yeah, right?
So you can see that she's kind of like... Well, no, not really super soldier. It's a medical thing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Designed to help our soldiers on the battlefield so that they don't get hurt.
Like Captain America.
Yeah. Well, not. She probably doesn't know Captain America. Thinking because this is way before.
Well, it's
Pop.
the 80s. It wouldn't be. I
Yeah,
mean,
but-
he's been a cultural icon since the 40s.
Yeah, but
She probably wouldn't know the stories, but the name,
The
Captain
idea,
America,
yeah,
would be like,
yeah.
oh yeah, sure, Captain America, I
Well-
guess. Is that one of your superhero?
yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, like she's not a comic book person.
Right.
Yeah, she doesn't know the actual backstory of the creation of a super soldier, but it's more like, it's a medical thing to help soldiers.
Oh, okay, cool.
That kind of a deal.
Well,
In case we ever have to fight those damn commies.
yeah, we all turn the camera.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I guess that sounds interesting and stuff. I hope you get picked up for another cool project.
Yeah. We'll find out this week. They transfer people around all the time. It's just how they work the place.
Sure.
It's all good. So,
Yeah.
dinner at Crash's.
Yeah.
You get home, both your parents are there.
Yep.
Super like, welcome home, buddy!
Hey.
Can we please stop this?
Yeah, I think at some point, during dinner, Crash says, I have to ask a hard question.
Your dad puts down his fork. He looks at you. Okay.
So, we heard today that a kid at our school died,
Oh, wow.
but the fact is I saw him when I was when I visited you on Saturday.
Oh,
I saw him there,
okay.
but they said he died in a car crash this weekend.
I don't think we had any car crashes at the loop.
Yeah. I thought maybe they just said that because they're hiding him.
And both your parents look genuinely like, I don't know. They're kind of as surprised. They're like, was it a friend of yours? Are you okay?
Not. It's just a kid that I know, but it's just weird that we saw him. I saw him by myself.
Right.
In the building, whatever building that was.
No, I don't know.
And he was kind of probably, protective custody like Cassie was. But
Well, it was a weird weekend. I don't know what was going on over there at security altogether.
okay. It's just weird that he was there, and then
Yeah.
this morning they said,
Unfortunately, bud, sometimes terrible things just happen like that.
huh.
Lightning out of the blue. I'm really sorry about your friend, though.
Thanks.
Like, they seem to know zero on the topic. Like,
Okay.
even through the haze of Crash's face, you don't, like, you understand.
Yeah.
They're both like, I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe he was at the facility, but maybe he died in a car crash, too.
All right.
Like, they have certainly never been a party to child kidnapping
Yeah,
and
okay.
fake deathings.
Okay.
Like, that's
I
not...
mean, they did. I guess they didn't fake my death.
No.
They unfaked.
Right. They faked your life.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh no! No, he had another guy. It's okay.
Yeah. I have to go to Cassie's to study after dinner tonight.
Okay, no problem.
I'm relieved. I'm glad he wasn't. You guys didn't have anything that. Never mind.
They both kind of go back to eating, but they're both like,
It's still weird that I get hungry.
well, yeah, it's part of the whole, like, your mom starts going into, like, the details
Yeah.
of how that whole brain transfer thing works, like, way light years above Crash's understanding. But yeah, like, it's like, she actually goes down into, like, neuron mapping and all kinds of, like, when we transferred the whole brain structure, it brought all the sort of autonomic things with it, and it was just easier to have you eat and blend in than...
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Okay, I should go to Cassie's.
Okay. She's like, it was good talking with you.
Huh? And yeah, I'll go meet up.
Okay.
We're doing the thing tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Scott
okay.
robbery.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
I figure I've probably finished eating and have headed over to Cassie's already.
Okay. Yeah, so we're probably just hanging out when you show up,
Mm-hmm.
waiting around to commit some
Yeah, you guys all have your bikes.
rat accomplished crime.
You can all get out of your
Yep.
houses and do what you need to do.
All right. All right. Let's get this over with.
Okay. Yeah. Is Danny here?
Yeah, I'll head over afterwards. So that was our
You can
plan.
all totally be there
Okay.
unless
Okay.
you
Yep.
say you're not.
Okay.
Yep, I'm there.
All right.
Okay.
So I
Cool.
guess we ride over to the Scott house
Cool.
and try to approach slowly to see if anybody's watching or anything.
Yeah.
All right. You guys can all
Mr.
make a
Jacoby is
sneak.
out mowing his lawn again.
Sneaks.
The body sneak.
More sneaking. Oh, good.
Oh, that would be tragic.
What?
He's re-mowing the lawn.
I didn't mean it like that. I meant like
Oh,
maybe he's a
no.
robot, but like now you're
Oh.
now I feel bad. Thank you.
Oh man.
He's not out there, though.
Yeah,
You don't have to worry
first,
about
or you
that.
want
He's
me to go
okay.
You can go first.
He's a nice old man that lives across the street.
All right. I got 2 successes.
You
Very
can't sneak.
sneaky.
Shut up. You shut your whore mouth.
I've never once gotten paid for my mouth. That makes me.
I only got,
Wow, it just makes you cheap.
I only got one.
Wow.
I should have worked harder. Sorry.
So easy.
So you got one?
Job for nothing. I got one.
Uh,
I got none.
All right.
It's all down to you.
So
So,
specifically, my sneak is looking for like a non-street lamp way to get up to the car and look
I got
around
one.
the car.
all right,
Nice.
so I will allocate my extra one for Danny.
woo.
Yay.
You start to kind of veir one way, and Midge kind of
So you
reaches out
guys
and grabs
get
you
up
and
close,
back into
and
the-
then yeah,
And probably,
like,
probably.
you're all sort of
probably
doing the
says,
weave between.
Look, we need to
streetlights.
concentrate. I know Maggie lives that way.
right.
That's
Stop
the direction
think-
the bus was going. We need to
Actually, I
check
just
every
feel like-
house.
Danny, stop thinking about girls. Get out of the street light.
I'm not.
Is Danny thinking about girls?
Probably.
Jesus, Danny.
Focus, Danny.
If it
guys
just again
suck.
just looks delighted.
So yeah, I'm looking for a non-street light way to go look in the car.
Okay, you can kind of weave between where the pools of light are from the streetlights. You get up to their house, and you can sort of follow the fence line between their house and the neighbors, like up in the shadows behind where the cars are parked, to kind of scout them out.
Yeah.
Let's see what you find in the car.
Purse with badge.
No.
Haha, I was right. It's not in the car.
But you were also right, the car is unlocked.
Yeah.
Ah.
Unfortunately, the purse is not inside.
Yeah.
So I guess
And the inside of the car smells really perfumey.
Huh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Like Mrs. Scott is very one of those overwearers.
Yeah. All right.
Gross.
yeah. So I want to go peek in the window and try and see, like, in the entryway, if there was, like a purse sitting on like a
Okay.
end table kind of thing.
So you're gonna go up to the front door and do the peek in that
Yeah,
window?
just like
Okay. You get up there, and you can see that there's probably like a living room or something in the back of the house, because you see that blue light from a TV
yeah.
on back there. And yeah, they have one of those, like the bench with the hooks to
Yeah.
like the entry hall little
It's like
thing.
the hall tree kind of thing.
Yeah, that's where it's. Thank you. Get that bird drinking again. It'll be fine. Yes, and you do see that there's a backpack hung on one of the things, and then there's like a couple of coats, and then sitting on the seat part there's
Okay.
a purse, a big like white leather job.
Yeah. So I have the pass card from the other facility, so I'm going to use that as an example for Waffles of what we're looking for.
Okay.
And be like, and just like trying desperately and hoping that Waffles understands, like, in the white purse, look for something like this.
Okay.
And you will get a treat of some sort that's less sticky than the one you want.
And you see he's kind of like looking at you, and he looks at the card, and he looks in the window, and he looks at you and the card. And
Yeah.
he's ready.
All right.
So you can make a
It's so weird that
Body
it wasn't in
sneak.
the car.
Very
with,
weird.
With
2
the-
dice for Waffles
Yep.
Because that's what
and
I
a
thought
bonus
would
die
happen.
for showing him an example.
Okay. Yeah, pass
Well,
card.
Precognition isn't really normally a robot power.
2 successes.
The
Okay.
pre what?
Being able to see the future.
You put Waffles up against the stucco, and he starts to like do that wide-legged
Dun,
rat
dun,
scale.
Dun, 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 dun.
And he's climbing up, he's climbing up, he's climbing up.
Guitar.
Shut up.
Like you turn the
They'll
one
hear you.
headphone the wrong way so that we can kind of hear it a little bit. Waffles goes up and pops
Yeah.
into the little vent cover.
What? It's not like he could do his own theme music.
You don't know that.
And he disappears out of sight. Let's see. Okay. Across the street, at the Jacoby house, you see what's probably Mrs. Jacoby, an older lady, and
Mowing
she's
the
like,
lawn.
Lawn obsessed people.
It grew 1/16 of an inch.
you see her, and she's standing like in the kitchen window, what looks like over a sink, and like
Yeah.
she's scrubbing a pot or something, and you can see that she's kind of looking outside. She doesn't see you guys, but she's out. She's kind of looking around. Because every neighborhood has to have that nosy older lady.
Keep her
Tabs
in the
on
nuts.
everybody.
In her lady nuts.
If that's your job, man, go for it.
No.
There's
Oh,
just
honey,
a-
that's the boy that wants to come mow the lawn in the summer.
serial nut kicker. He's
One
got a
poaches
taste
all
for
over.
it.
No, I'm just going to mention it to everybody because all four of us are just like huddled down now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so
In the shadow.
keep an eye on that window across the street. The nosy ladies there.
Oh.
Somebody else do it. I'm watching for waffles.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I can keep an eye on the window. That's easy.
Yeah. All right. Let's just so everyone
I
knows.
totally forgot to tell you something.
Oh,
When you looked at the car,
yeah.
underneath the passenger side windshield wiper, there was a paper, like a flyer.
Well, I want that.
Crash loves paper.
It's just like, oh, my whole life I've been waiting for an advertisement circular underneath my windshield wiper. Today is the day. It's not even my car.
Paper's so
You
much
pull it
fun.
out, and it is like a lost dog, like Xerox flyer that has like a phone number and it says reward at the bottom, and there's a picture of this little Bichon Frise, like little cute white dog.
I hope those jogging teenagers ate it.
Wow.
All right. I'll fold it up and put it in
Those
my pocket.
teenage werewolves,
I don't know what's happening with them, but I like them.
squatch wolves,
Wear
Weird
swatch.
Wookiee.
were squatch. Yeah.
It's better than being a werefoot.
All right. A few more minutes goes by. The light in the kitchen across the street turns off,
Uh-huh.
and Waffles comes out.
Yay!
And like you can see that he's like working on like how to climb down with stuff, and he's not figuring it out. And he's not
I'm
figuring it
gonna
out.
put my arms up to like.
And he's kind of like,
Angle
okay,
at him.
okay, and then he kind of like pushes what looks like an ID card
Yeah.
swiper thing. It doesn't actually have. It's just a white card with a thing
Yeah.
on it. But you can see where he chewed it off a key ring. Like it had one of those plastic fold-over key
Amazing.
rings,
Oh,
and he chewed through it
nice.
to get it
Nice.
off. And then
He is
He goes
the
back
most
inside.
interesting rodent in the world.
like after he pushes it out,
Yeah.
he goes back inside.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Waffles! What are you doing?
Why did he go back inside?
They probably have
Jinx.
Slurpees.
I'll get you a Slurpee. Okay? The red one.
Right after you say that, you see his head pop back out, and then he kind of pushes some more things out, and these two, about 6-7 inches long
Yeah.
pieces of paper flutter down, and then he starts
Snatch
climbing head first down the wall.
Yeah. I'm gonna snatch them and like put out my arm for him and like hold open my sleeve so he can go
Oh yeah,
back
he
in.
crawls right up, and he's like, "I heard you."
You son of a bitch.
Shaking
His
a little bit.
little paws go.
Right? What's on the papers?
It are 2 VIP viewing tickets for tomorrow night.
What?
Holy crap.
Oh.
It means Mrs. Scott's a VIP.
Or she knows VIPs.
But
She's got a badge,
she
though.
got
But they're
tickets
gonna have
either
people
way.
there to view it as like it's a concert or something.
Or a zoo.
Ugh.
For government, probably.
It's a concert zoo.
Robot concert zoo. I disapprove.
But we're just going to Pizza Time Theater at that point.
You're not wrong.
Have you seen those dudes that do the like Chuck E. Cheese animatronic thing?
Oh, I just
Yeah.
heard about this
Wait,
the other
what?
day.
Yeah, it's super
so
weird.
good.
It's very weird.
Hold on, I'll find it.
But we don't have to right now.
I'm gonna find
Well,
it.
I'll
I'll
look
show
it-
you when we're done.
I'll look it up later. Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
tomorrow night's too late.
It might be.
We
But
might.
maybe we should get this passed to Dav tonight.
Yeah, if we can get it to him tonight, maybe he can get them out, and then.
By the time we go all the way out to the lake, and then he comes all the way back out here, and then
If you have
Well,
the talkie thingy, maybe he's out here already.
that place is on the other side of town from the lake, even. And he doesn't walk that fast.
Yeah.
Maybe he's out getting stuff, though. I mean, maybe he's already
Yeah,
out
we
here.
don't know where he is. I could use the
talkie thing.
the transmitter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's move away from the house though, and call Dav and
Okay.
let him know what's going on.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys successfully exfiltrate the neighborhood. Are you going back to somebody's house to call Dav, or are you just doing it
Maybe the park,
on the? Okay.
right?
Sure.
That's
Park
fine,
sounds
too.
good.
Parks don't have lights at night.
Not in the 80s.
Yeah.
Seems not dangerous at all. Cool. Let's do that.
That's not...
What could
Hold on.
possibly go wrong?
Random hobo roll. No, you're fine.
Yay!
None of you is murdered for food.
Excellent.
Good luck eating me.
Ugh,
You have a fleshy outer bit.
Yeah, you might be partially edible.
Maybe.
you're like corn on the cob.
Yeah.
The brains are in the chest.
Too crunchy.
No.
All right.
You gotta break it open to get to the sweet meat.
Yeah.
This is sad.
Like a blue crab.
Yeah.
I just imagine
Can
in an
opener.
alternate. I just keep imagining an alternate world where all of us had secretly told Dave, "I want to play a Small Wonder type robot."
Yeah.
And we're actually all robots.
Yeah, but don't know any of the others are.
Would have been amazing.
The
Yeah.
saddest thing would be if everyone was a robot like Cassie. So bummed.
That's there's this series of comic books by Seth Green and his friend that it's about a bunch of kids that all move into a dorm in college.
Oh, yeah.
And there's this one kid that's super comic book obsessed. Like, he knows every hero and everything. Then, like, they have a big party one night, and he's like, all right, I guess I'll be the guy to go get pizza. And he leaves, and then the dorm gets irradiated, and everybody there gets superpowers when he was gone.
No.
So he comes back, and he's like, what the shit? Ah! Yeah.
That's horrible. That poor guy.
Does he become a supervillain and take them all down out of
No, he
jealousy?
becomes like the team cheerleader, sort of. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Explaining how their powers
yeah, he
work.
follows around
Jimmy
and he like
Olsen and-
teaches them. Yeah,
Mascot.
he's
Nice.
like halfway between a cheerleader and Master Splinter,
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's
Nice.
beautiful.
That's awesome.
which now you want to see. You want to see
Yeah.
a giant rat with pom poms.
Who doesn't want to see a giant rat with pom
I'm going to
poms?
say right now.
I already
that
looked that up on DeviantArt,
yeah,
guys.
the
Like, it's not that all
internet
bad.
has it. It's out there.
If
It must
not,
exist.
it'll happen
You
soon.
just said it out loud. It's
Yeah.
out there.
We brought it into being. It's a tulpa.
So we're at the park.
You're at the park.
Yes,
You guys
no
stop
hobos.
at the like jungle gym play area.
Yeah.
Okay.
The comic, for anyone who is interested, is called The Beacon.
Oh, okay, cool.
Nice.
That's
I
a
think.
freshman.
Oh, okay. Someone
freshman.
said it was The Beacon, so I was.
Ah,
So they were wrong. Okay.
I'm right about something, and the internet was wrong.
Don't shoot the messenger. I just thought if anyone was interested, look
One,
it up.
Victory.
one person.
Oh, and I forgot to bring like the poppers of celebration. He was right for once.
My one time. I've used it on something useless.
Well, that's how that works. So, always.
All right. So you pull out the thing, and Dav is happy to talk to you.
Okay. So
I'm
now,
assuming you gave him at least a basic briefing the other night.
yeah, yes. I think on
You said you were
Sunday
gonna do
night,
that,
yeah,
yeah.
we were going to call him and tell him about the Tuesday whatchamacallit and our plan to steal the doohickey for the door. I can't words
The
now.
door hickey.
Yeah. The door hickey. Ugh.
Key card, that's the word.
I regret the word.
Nope, that's not what I said intentionally. Okay, so we got the thing, Dev, the key card.
Great.
Do you want it now? I don't know that we should wait to free the robots tomorrow during the demonstration, because we also found VIP tickets. There's going to be like humans there to view the demonstration.
Like a bunch.
Oh yeah, they do that. They
Really?
bring in brass from the military and stuff, and
Oh.
people
Oh.
that come.
Are there
Weird.
do they sell other VIP tickets?
They don't sell tickets. He's like, no, it's always
It's like invite only.
yeah.
We should probably get him out tonight then.
He's like, well, Ann and I have been practicing. We could try
Practicing how?
just stuff to fight and get our friends and.
Oh, okay. Well, we have the key card for you. We kind of don't know what else to do, though.
Well, we can meet you out there if you want tonight. We can start heading that way.
The facility?
Well, if you said we should get him out tonight,
Tomorrow's going to be too late, guys.
You think so?
or do you want us to try and spring a great escape during this thing tomorrow?
Oh, God.
We have
do you
VIP
want?
tickets. I mean, one of us could put on a trench coat.
I was just stand on the other shoulders. I was already thinking that, actually. It's just two kids in a trench coat.
There's going to be so many people there, and military people, and, like, I don't want to get...
Crash, you can't be anywhere near that.
Oh, yeah, you definitely can't be
I
there.
don't
They'll
wanna get
steal
shot
you.
Oh. I just don't want to get shot again.
Yeah, that too.
That's pretty high on most people's list.
Yeah. I guess you're right. We should rescue them tonight.
I guess that's the only option.
Danny,
I
are you in?
sure.
We're just taking the key card to Dab.
Yeah.
Okay. We can do that.
Okay.
Okay, well, we'll head out.
Okay.
Honey, put the baby in his crib. We gotta go.
How long is it?
It's go time.
How long is it going to take you to get there?
Well, we'll go as quick as we can. I don't know,
Okay.
45 minutes?
Okay.
Oh, all right.
That gives us. We should stop at my house and get some tools. Do you have your sports equipment?
We'll have to go get it.
Okay.
Tools for what?
Just in case. What if a robot gets hurt and we have to fix them so they can get away?
Cassie? We're dropping off the key card with Dab. We can't be in the middle of, like, whatever might go on with robots.
We're kind of in the middle of stuff that goes on with robots.
Yeah, but not, like, in the middle. We're kind of squishy and can be dead.
Well, not like in the middle in between like the robots crashing against each other, but we did promise to help them.
And we are. We're going to take them the key card.
But what if they need more help?
What are we going to do?
Wait, out of character, wasn't Dav like huge, or am I?
He wasn't very
misremembering?
tall. He was pretty
Danny
bulky.
DeVito.
Yeah, he's Danny DeVito.
Yeah, Danny DeVito
but-
was the
Oh,
description.
okay, but like he could fit through a normal door.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Anne was taller than him and thinner of stature.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Okay, well, I'll go get some equipment and meet you at Cassie's house.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Cool.
So I don't have any barriers to you guys gathering whatever of your own stuff you want to try and get. That's
Okay.
fine. So you gather, you meet up.
Back
You're now at Cassie's
full of
house.
stuff and 2 baseball bats sticking out the top of it, and
I'm bringing like some wire cutters and my usual
All of
toolkit
your
of I need
robot-y
to
kind of
work
stuff.
on a thing. Yeah.
Sure.
I'm bringing my disdain.
And waffles.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
What was the treat Waffles got?
Well, Waffles is going to get a shake tomorrow. If we don't die.
We're not gonna die.
Waffles feels a little ripped off.
Oh.
He was promised something for doing it something. And now he has to wait till
Oh.
tomorrow.
He-
If you don't die.
Yeah, but it's going to be awesome. And actually, I'll probably get his stupid rat butt a Slurpee anyway.
yeah, 7-Eleven's definitely open.
I'm
Yeah.
not dealing with sticky rat in the middle of the night.
No, you just ask if they have like a really small cup, or you just fill like a lid.
No.
You fill a lid.
The little Swizzler as a straw.
Oh.
Like red stir
Whatever,
thing.
Waffles is just gonna get right in the damn thing again. I know what's up. Hopefully they at least have like the white cherry flavor so it's not all red.
It doesn't look like
The
murder
gore
rat.
rat.
It's like fussing and it's like, you'll get your Slurpee tomorrow, we're doing a thing.
All right,
So I guess we ride out.
you
into
guys
the
are
desert.
riding.
Dramatic music plays.
Yep.
Cool.
We drive.
And then we give him the card, and Dav breaks in and gets all the robots out, and we go home.
And we go home.
Exactly.
Yay.
Exactly.
Everyone gets to bed on time.
Everything's great.
You guys are riding, and just before you get all the way outside of town. Wow! I didn't think it was that scary.
I'm bracing for it.
Maggie shows up.
It sounds like it's going to be the cliffhanger, and so I was waiting.
Oh, are you guys okay if we run a little long?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I can't go too long.
Okay. Well, no. This will be fine. This will be perfect then. You guys are getting outside of town. Just before you leave, like the last of the housing tracks to head on out that road, there's just horrifying across like somebody's front lawn. You see like the remains of some kind of animal, like just spread out in this, almost like somebody just like took it and went,
Just smeared it.
yeah. Like you think it might have been hit by a car, but there's no car like crashed into the house.
It's like a big
And
animal, like a deer or
And
something.
No, it was
no
like a
skid
dog.
marks or
Oh god.
Oh no.
But it was not a small dog. It was a fairly big-ish dog.
No.
Oh.
That's bad. We should keep moving.
Yeah, I don't think we should stay here.
No, it's gonna be someone else's problem.
season 2.
Trust me, there's totally enough stuff that you guys have just ridden on by. We can do all 6 seasons and the movie.
The Wookiee did it.
The dog did not let the Wookiee win.
Always let the Wookiee win.
Always let the Wookiee win.
All right, heading on down the road, you get out to the facility, and like as you're riding in that direction, you're sticking to the road, but like not right out in the middle where.
Right.
But
Sure.
there's not any traffic at this point. It's late. You guys get out there, and before you get to the actual like where the fence is for the facility, out in the desert, you hear from your backpack, you hear go.
Look at me.
We're out here. We can see you.
Oh, out where?
And then you see like 4 like glowy eyes go
Oh,
like
oh,
out
okay.
in the desert off to the side.
Oh.
Flash their high beams at us.
Yeah.
Okay, they're over here. This way. So we'll ride bikes
Cool.
over there.
And you get over there, and Dav is wearing like a trench coat that you saw him wear before.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's got in his hand, he's got like a little 2-barrel shotgun that he's cut off.
Oh wow.
Hardcore.
And
Well, we knew we had that too.
and Anne is wearing like a full-on yellow jumpsuit with like black stripes on it.
Oh.
Super, like you could tell she made it herself because it's not all the same fabric going through, but it's like the stuff to totally look like Bruce Lee. Like she is super
Wow.
costumed out.
I was thinking of The Bride, but yes, Bruce Lee would have been culturally appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah. 25 years from now,
Yeah.
yeah, it could be that, but it's not that yet.
Right.
You guys look awesome. We've got your key card.
Okay, and she reaches out and takes it and goes, okay. And you can see she like holds it up and goes, and hands it back to you.
You don't need it anymore?
No, we're good.
Oh, okay. Do you need help getting them out? Don't know.
We're gonna try. We're gonna see what we can do here.
Okay.
But thanks, guys, for helping us.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And Dav is like, yeah, thanks. And he's like, can I have my voice box
Oh, yeah.
back?
You don't want to leave it with us in case you run into trouble?
If we run into trouble, you'll know.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay.
And they start marching up towards where the fence is. And they get up to the corner of the fence, not by where the guardhouse is.
Yeah.
And Anne just reaches down and like grabs the bottom of the chain link fence and goes and like lifts it up and like pulls the pole out of the ground, and like then Dav walks underneath it, like he doesn't even slow down, and then she kind of goes underneath it and sets it back down. So it's like awkward and bent now, but it's looks like it's still sort of there.
No alarms are going off.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
No audible alarms.
You didn't see anything electronic about the fence.
Oh, okay. While we're watching this happen, Crash has put on the chest guard for a catcher, like the catcher's guard.
Oh, yeah.
And face mask, and has a baseball bat. And it's just still sitting like astride his bike, like
Ready for whatever he has to do.
putting stuff on, and yeah.
And you see them, and they kind of disappear into the dark of where the parking lot is. And then you hear from in the parking lot, you hear a hey, and then like a thud. But nothing big is happening yet.
Okay.
And then you see one of the like the receiving doors where I said there was like a loading dock.
Oh yeah.
You see one of those like just start rolling up, and inside you see there's light that comes pouring out, and you see Anne and Dav like climbing up on the loading dock and walking inside, and the door slides back down, and it's quiet again.
Really
Too
feel like
quiet.
I think I should help.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Would you still have the key card?
But I also feel like, yeah, then credits roll. Like, you hold up the key card and credits roll. As we're all looking at each other.
A few minutes pass, and you see, like, all of the exterior lights of the building kick on, and then now there's some kind of an alarm. Like, it's going womp, womp, and the next thing you see is two of those loading bay doors just get whanged open. Like, you know, like in Die Hard where he tries to crash the limo through the roll-down gate?
Oh yeah.
It, like, pushes it up, sort of, but, like, it's still all attached and jacked up. But,
Yeah.
like, then you see, like, a whole bunch of different robots of all different statures, sort of, that are all, like one of them comes out and looks like the dog alien from Alien 3, like he's down on all fours and like running with weird awkward limbs.
Neat.
And like then you see another one that like is you see about 15 of these robots come charging out, and then like Dav is sort of leading them across the parking lot again. And then you see Anne, and like she is now just like half of her clothes are like torn up, and like she's somewhere pulled out like some sort of a makeshift blade, and she's like full on like doing martial arts to fend people off as these like security guards come running out like with like the little submachine guns.
Yeah.
And they're starting to fire on the robots.
It's going to be really weird walkie-talkies.
Rapid fire walkie-talkies.
But then you see this one
Talk
last
really
robot
loud.
that is like twice as wide as Dav. Like he or she, you don't know from here, but
Yeah.
is super wide, and then holds up two hands and just starts blasting fire out of his fingers, like just this whole big into the building, and like you can see that it's catching shit on fire inside, and the guys are like, ah! Like, two of the security guards are caught in the blast of flame, and they go falling backwards on fire, and, like, it is just horrifying World War III with robots shit going on over there. And they're all, like, running and marching across the parking lot.
You guys wanted to go in.
glad we didn't go in.
Yeah.
They seem
I
like they've got it under
Didn't
control.
think it was going to be like that.
I didn't think they were going to hurt so many people.
Those people tried to hurt them.
To be fair, you didn't see the two that you've interacted with actually hurt anyone.
Yeah, that's true.
Plausible deniability.
You do see, there's a security jeep that comes around the end of the building that's, rushing towards where all these robots are. Like that crazy alien one, does a huge pounce and lands on the roof and, tears the engine bay open and just starts wrecking the engine block.
Oh, man.
And the two guys in the car are like...
We should probably go. It seems like they've got this handled.
Yeah. Mitch, don't you got to be home before your dad checks in on you?
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
And as you guys start to ride back up the road, you hear the fence just knock down. And you see, behind you, you see, Dav gives you the big, Arnold thumbs up. And they're all starting to just truck out into the desert. Wow. And I think that's a good place to wrap it up.
From my bike, I'm just waving at all the robots. Be
And
free.
you see a bunch of the other robots are looking at you like a couple of them are like ready to fight for a second, and Dav is keep going. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, suddenly Crash is real self-conscious about his catcher gear.
That's your tradition.
Takes the
Anytime you
mask
meet a
off.
new robot, you're super awkward about it.
Yeah,
No bots.
yeah. Just the idea that it was going to be useful at all in this scenario.
Oh, I love, 40-year-old Crash wakes up, embarrassed about the no bots thing. They were all embarrassed about shit that happened when we were kids.
Yeah.
You have those nights where you're like trying to go to sleep and you're like, remember,
remember that
15
time?
years ago when you were stupid?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yep.
Thanks. Great. Well, thanks out there, everybody, for joining us on this adventure.
Yay!
I 100% will do everything in my power to get everybody back together for round 2 at some point down the road.
I would like that to happen. as
Because
well.
I have had such
Yeah,
a
yeah.
blast. So thank you guys.
Yeah,
It's been
so much
awesome.
more to investigate.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
yes.
a lot of things out there you don't
Yeah.
even know about. It's awesome. And those of you that might be listening that played in my con game of this, last year, and I said, oh yeah, when they wrap up that first little plot about the robots, we'll move on to that whole other plot. I did start incorporating things that were happening to you guys, so that's all in for season 2 down the road. But yeah, coming up in the future, I'll spill the beans a little bit.
Ooh, bean spilling.
Nom, 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 nom,
I don't know if
beans.
it's going to be in 2 weeks, but shortly down the road, we will have Session 0 and a character generation for the new Monday night game, which I'll be running of the Star Trek Adventures.
Yes.
And we will adventure in space. And probably time, because Star Trek always messes with time.
I heard that's the final frontier.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, boldly going, blah, blah.
Yeah,
blah.
I think that no one's ever done anything like this. We're going to go where no one's ever gone before.
Yeah.
Like you do.
Awesome.
So you can look forward to that in the future, and it'll get on the calendar as soon as we get everybody hammered out into place and where we're all going to be. So thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Ciao.
Bye.